That's not. I'm in the RB4. If you want to
All right.
come and join me now, I just need to.
It's
Being a hippie,
RB4.
being a hippie with long hair, I have to tie it up really high because the halo strap is not. It does not work with hair. So I'll be back in just a moment. Hello, stream. Tad, can you just go to the stream and check the sound for me? And I'm going to take my headphones off. So back it over. So just check the sound.
Do that. Checking if there's sound. Yes. Plenty of sound. Plenty of sound for the stream. Very good. Oh, I sound like that? Ew. Shut that down. Gross. Pinging to see if anyone else wants to show up. No, I can't ping everybody? Ah.
Hello, what's the sound?
Perfect. But then I had to hear my own voice, so I shut that back down.
Ah, perfect. Oh, yeah,
I still don't like this pit lane.
No, pit lane's horrible. Avoid wrecking your car, and I think he's going to the pit lane. I'm going to try going back to 120 frames a second, because I've been running at 72, and I am most curious.
72?
Yeah.
It's a very bizarre number.
It's half of... What, is 144 a bizarre frame rate?
It's a terrible streaming resolution that I frequently have to use.
But no, not 144p, you nubbin. 144 hertz. Okay, so I should be running now at 120. Yeah, the Oculus.
Nice.
The Oculus does 120, 90, 120. No, 72. 90, no, 72, 100, 120. But yeah, 144 hertz is very common, and 72 is half of 144.
Low.
3D. Hooray, I'm in virtual. Oh, man. It's so weird. Like, the first few seconds of VR is the best. It really is. So, that just felt like I got in a real car. I just feel like I'm sitting in a car. After a little while, my brain starts to notice the fact that it's one of the worst modelled cars ever. But just for that split second, I just feel like I'm sitting in a pit garage, ready for...
What would you do to make it better?
Well, the resolution. I mean, this game is... Have you seen... You haven't seen the internal views in these cars, have you? Not properly. They're really
Not
bad.
properly.
They're really, really bad.
Look like those cardboard furniture you get in IKEA.
Well, yes, some of them are quite nice, but most of them aren't. So I don't think they've ever gone back and redone them.
Oh dear, I have done something to this car.
Okay, let me just switch back to Blackwood so we start. So I'm in Blackwood in the RB4, and you're all invited. Blackwood, GP track. Even you, Si.
Oh, I had to download something.
Yeah, I've got a skin for this one too. I've been downloading skins. What I might do, I might hue shift all the skins. So I'm still driving a purple car. Ooh, look at Si and his pointy blue arrows.
Did you say RB4?
RB4,
Yes.
yeah. It's the four-wheel drive. It's the Celica GT4. It really is. Left-hand side. One across, I think. Tad, you gonna hit ready? Or are you changing the colour of your car?
I already did. Oh.
No, you
I'm changing the
You
colour of my
swapped something.
car. And then I need to go into VR. Apologies for
Max
latency.
is back.
Run!
Join.
But not to the lights go green.
Oh, I guess I'm playing in flat then.
What, how come?
Because I just hadn't pressed 3D.
It's alright. This is just our warm up.
Okay.
So I've
More
gone,
warm up.
Oh, so I've gone back to 120 hertz, and I'm getting some flickering.
What affecting? Oh,
Just
yeah.
said good race. That was accidental. I didn't know I could do that. I agree
There
with
are
my
macro
accidental.
shortcuts.
Yeah, for some reason, I'm at 120 hertz, so I'm running at 60 frames a second. That's not going to work.
What?
What do you normally do?
Normally I do 72, but I've gone up to 120. But for some reason the game's running at 60. I just need to work out why.
Yeah, I had that, and because I had Space Warp or whatever it's called on auto, I disabled that, and then I got the full frame rate.
You disabled what?
But that's well.
Time warp. Yeah, okay.
But it won't be the same for you because you're not using virtual desktop, are you?
No, the thing is, there's no reason this should be doing 60.
The idea, right, is that if the
the
game's under heavy load, then it halves the frame rate and uses that. But for some reason, it assumes that Live for Speed is under heavy load, whatever it means by that. So it always goes into half frame rate. I realised today with that turned on.
Yeah.
I haven't investigated further, but that was the solution.
Yeah, I have. So I just dropped my resolution to 25%, and now my frame rate's better.
Did you say to 25%?
To 25%. Normally I run it at 225%. 225% resolution, 60 hertz. 100% resolution, 60 hertz. 42% resolution, between 60 and 120. So it's got a frame lock on, but I don't know why. Why is it? It's not that hard to do it dynamically. I like to run at 120, change the resolution. If I'm running at half the frame rate, give me half the resolution. It's not rocket science.
Yeah, Shulka, what would you were trying to say?
I'm just here.
Hello.
Yeah.
But I've run at 120 fine before. I don't know why it suddenly decided to not.
Yeah, I think the way that Live for Speed does VR is a little unorthodox.
I think it's just quite old.
Yeah.
That said, they have updated it, but there aren't a lot of things I can turn off, and quite importantly, I shouldn't have to. And I know Pride doesn't get you any frames per second. What I just want to do is I just want to turn off VSync.
VR life.
It's just not really a thing, I know.
Oh, you only made this 3 laps.
Apparently that is true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change because this is just like, oh dear. Oh, I can't even put into words what that just done. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna feel ill quite quickly.
Oh dear.
Like my left eye and my right eye kind of.
Oh dear.
Stopped showing the same thing.
Desync? That. Oh no.
I'm just gonna drop to.
That makes me ill. I don't play VR.
I'm just gonna drop to 72. Back in a moment. Well, I'll be still here. Just VR won't be. It's weird. It forces me to restart. It closes the Oculus Link, then comes back into the desktop. But I don't know why at that point it doesn't just run the Oculus Link. Oh, whoa. Oh yeah, I turned off the smoothing on that dimension.
What's the phrase we use for that? Indie developer, by the way?
What? Facebook?
Oculus. That I just watched a Linus Tech Tips on that quantum timing card, or atomic timing card, made by Facebook. I was like, really?
Yeah, because they, it's like banks. They're very much into true random numbers, which assumes what you're talking about.
Oh, apparently networking would benefit immensely if everybody was running their computers off of atomic clocks.
Oh, right, I see. Oh my god, so I'm running at 100% frame rate and it's horrible. Sorry, 100% resolution scaler. I don't think Live for Speed initializes a large frame buffer at all.
Is that a setting you can fiddle with?
It is, but I have a funny feeling, so how can I put it? So right now I'm running at quote-unquote 640 by 480. with no anti-aliasing. But what I can do is I can run it 640 by 480 with tons of anti-aliasing, which is better, but it is still 640 by 480. I haven't looked though because this machine is. To be fair, it is running a 2060, and this is one of the few games I can actually run at effectively 100% resolution. So I can't complain too much. I want to be better, but this is the state of VR for some years to come, I expect.
Unless there was a cheeky game developer out there that winds up with some free time on his hands.
Well, and I'll just fix VR just like that. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that tomorrow. No, actually,
you'd probably optimize the shit out of it, if nothing else.
Well,
you are very good at that.
Well, you say that, but like Michael Abrash works on VR. So you know John Carmack.
No.
You don't know John Carmack?
You're the only game developer I know.
Weirdo.
You know John Carmack? I'll say it slowly.
I mean, I might have heard the name before, but I can't associate anything with it.
Doom.
Doom?
Yeah, Doom.
I've heard of that game.
Well, okay, Si.
Yeah.
You know John Carmack?
Yeah,
Excellent.
of course.
And you know John Romero?
Yes.
I have heard that name.
Do you know the clever one?
What, the one that did the new algorithm for square root, inverse square root?
Yeah, the one who
Johnny.
he invented a new video mode. He's the guy that gave us Unchained VGA. Yeah, Michael Abrash is the clever one. You'll hear about Romero and Carmack because they're the rock stars.
You'll hear nothing good about Romero.
Well, but as I said, they're not the clever ones. The clever one's Michael Abrash, and Michael Abrash basically was one of the key developers on DirectX, and now works on Oculus. He's an immensely clever bloke. Romero.
Does Carmack?
Well, no, I thought Carmack was now optimizing the Tesla dashboard, which struck me as a bit odd.
Yeah. I mean,
you can optimize anything.
No stupid person. He's pretty switched on.
Who's the most stupid person, sorry?
No, I said John Carmack's fairly switched on.
Oh, yes.
No.
The thing is, I read a fantastic article by Michael Abrash, but he was so obviously been around a long time because he's like, virtually no games on consoles run above 30 frames a second. I'm like, what? What year are you stuck in? And even on PC, no one goes above 100 frames a second. And for VR, we need 200. I'm like, what? So when it goes boop, boop, you should glance in the top left and see if there's a message that you should all be reading.
Yeah, I was going to make the text bigger.
Careful, Tad. Hey, Tad won a race. Do you like my skin, Tad?
It looks Australian. I'm not sure what it...
No. What?
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 Oh, it's a Subaru.
This is exactly the skin I have in my car, right down to the V Rally sticker. It's a WRC 9998 livery.
It's not smacked.
Has it got all your... Is it the same number? I didn't think you were 5.
Yeah, I've got V Rally 5 on mine. V Rally is what Need for Speed 2 was called in the States, I think it was. Anyway, can we restart? Because I'm sort of sitting here going, tra-la-la-la-la.
You're not waiting for Max?
I'm not filling the scripts. I'll be with you in a minute.
Okay, so what's Giulio PP driving? Oh, he's not there. So bear in mind we have no induction restriction at the moment, intent restriction.
Cool.
Okay, I've got horrific lag today. Mail.
Oh no!
Yeah, it's awful. I'm gonna just exit here.
Tad, slower is faster.
Supply.
Was it 9 we're supposed to press to get something from one?
9 on the number pad is hazard lights.
Ah.
Way over there? What?
I mean, that's good for me, because that's the only thing I can really get at when I'm in VR. But yeah, it's a bizarre key, and I don't think you can rebind it. But you can also enjoy the key, you can hook it
I
up.
was talking about rebind it using Oh yes, so the point is not exposed, but you can't do it with scripting if you know what button you're calling off the side panel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Which is easy. Just run the game, go bind this to whatever, and then unbind it right now. No keys.
Too fast, Shalka. Heavy car.
Yeah, I want to make it so when I come into the game, I just press one button, executes my preferred preferences, which is turn on the racing line and bind, press a view.
Oh, does it not record all these things?
Not into a macro that you can execute every time.
Oh, I'm surprised it doesn't just record that in the configuration, whatever. Like which camera you use, for example, things like that.
Yeah. I did have the instinct of not coming back, but then I ended up inching onto the road anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, my choices were hit you or slow down and hit you, so I went for slow down and hit you.
Well, that's what he says now.
You're supposed to serve sideways if you can.
I was committed to a corner and braking. All I could do was drive in a straight line or brake, and I can't steer and brake.
Did you not see me go off-road?
If you were cooler, you could.
But I was hoping you wouldn't make it back on the road by the time I got there. So I'm like,
Should have been more proficient in staying still.
So Shaka, say that sentence again, but just stop on the third word. No.
Should have
it's
been
fifth word. Fifth word.
more proficient.
Yep, you can
There's
stop
the
there.
one he wanted.
So remember, this is a turbo car, so make sure you're don't take it onto low.
Sound like it.
Absolutely. How does it not sound like it? I can hear the turbo. I can hear the induction whine.
I'm used to much bigger turbos, though.
Yeah, but this is not a truck.
The turbos on diesels are absolutely outrageous.
That still surprises me that Mudrunner had such amazing turbo sounds, and SnowRunner has nothing, and it's so odd. They had a
except for that one that makes that piss or the overpressure every now and then.
Yeah, but like the trucks in Mudrunner.
You didn't know what it was.
Yeah, I know, but you can hear the turbo properly go, and it's really good. And for some reason, they didn't put it back into SnowRunner. Close race, Tad.
One more lap.
Oh yeah. I wonder why it didn't say finished. I just went, no, 3 of 3, it must be done.
Yeah, no, that's... We started on 1 of 3.
Oh yeah, counting to 3 is hard. Well, don't I look like a fool?
I was debating on when the best time to tell you was that would give me the most lead.
That's okay, I'm not here
You don't hit the...
I'm not here to win races, I'm here to get personal bests.
Because you don't interrupt the enemy when he's making a mistake.
Is that an Art of War thing?
It's just good advice in general.
What happens if the mistake is accidentally pulling out the pin of a grenade while you're in the same room as him?
Well, that seems unfortunate.
You're like, no, don't pull that out! And I'm going, haha, you shall soon be dead by your own hand.
Oh, I heard a little bit of the turbo that time.
It's really quite pronounced.
I think it's more I'm inside the vehicle and whatever they've got for
No, I'm inside.
sound dampening is working.
No, I'm inside too.
Thank you! Yay! I stayed ahead of Shulka somehow.
So what happened was I looked up at 3 out of 3 and I went, oh yeah, I should put it back to 5 laps.
Yeah. I also made a video from a past session detailing all the points where the rules would apply to say, don't do that.
What's that fish on the back?
The Robin. The one that says Robin.
Oh.
If we can hit end race, please.
It's not high enough quality texture for that.
Ah.
Not even close.
Yeah, if we hit end race, I'll set it back to 5 laps. So yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit less open wheel than last time, because when I went to bed, I felt quite sick for quite a long time.
Fair enough. This car is easy to drift, though. I'll give it that.
Well, you can't really. It doesn't have enough power to drift.
No, but if you're going into a corner the right way, it will just kind of drift through, and you're like, oh, we're doing this now. Okay.
Hit ready, Chalker? I don't know who. Julio PPP is now in, but I think he's there. I know he's steering.
In the wrong car.
Well, that's his problem. Actually, no, that's probably our problem too.
Yeah, that's not... I think he's in the fast one.
I'll wait till the first lap's over, and then I'll tell him to change car.
That's so rude.
Does he not notice? He's in a race car and we're in road cars. So his one is fast around the corners and faster in the straights.
I dodged.
I let off the brake when I saw you back there. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. He's all up in my butt. Let's not have him smash into me this time. I'm trying, Shulka. I'm trying.
Ah, good. He's
Yeah, but you should be at ease because you're in front. It's my responsibility to dodge.
It is. You are not.
But I could try to be somewhat courteous.
Yeah, but that's extra. That's just you being a nice person.
To be fair, Tad is pretty
Try
extra.
to be some... Oh, thanks. Oh. Oh.
Yep.
But I came out facing the right way, so that's all that matters to me. Sai, are you okay?
He's fixing his internet.
Not really. Yeah.
Oh, he's waving his phone around trying to find the signal again.
We didn't ask if your internet was okay, Sai. Are you okay?
That's true.
Well, it's the same thing. If
Aw.
my internet's okay, I'm okay.
Ah.
I'm just kicking other people off the internet, stuff like that.
Your kid's trying to watch Blue's Clues and you're kicking him off. That's terrible.
His son's probably trying to see how many
Alright.
4K YouTube videos he can run at once.
This is important
Playing
information.
Team Fortress is what he's usually doing. That shouldn't affect it.
No.
Very small amount of data.
Team
Wow.
Fortress or Team Fortress 2?
Well, what year is it?
Well, I mean, you can still play the first one.
I'm sure
Yes.
there are a whole bunch of people who still play that. Yes.
Yeah, Team Fortress
like the
Classic,
grenade
yeah.
spam. Which was almost entirely the reason Team Fortress 2 happened.
I'm pretty sure that was for money.
Well, that too, but they couldn't figure out how to change the balance around the grenades without pissing everybody off, so they just made a new one.
No, I mean Team Fortress 2 was in development for an extremely long time, like 8 years.
Was it?
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, absolutely, really long time. Lots of demo videos about, because it used to be an ultra-realistic Call of Duty looking thing, and it could do stuff like it could animate people's mouths in real time based on what their character was saying to the microphone. Lots of, for the time, really cool tech.
And now we've got Demo Man. What?
Oh, good lap, Schalke.
We've got a sniper that throws a jar of piss. Like,
Yes.
what happened?
Well, a lot of that came about from the Meet the Heavy, which was a tech demo in partnership with NVIDIA showing off their facial tech and stuff. And everyone loved it so much they went, you know what, we should probably flesh out all of the...
There's a game in here.
No. The Team Fortress 2 was already out, but the character didn't have any character. And then suddenly
Oh.
they started to flesh out all of the characterization. They were mostly just classes and skins.
You
And
can
now
better
it's
off
classes
show the
and hats.
face deck.
Whoa! My wheels were not on the... I braked very, very hard, but my wheels were not on the tarmac when I did so.
A cartoony face makes better expressions, which you can use to show off face tech. So cartoon style fits that better.
Yeah, it's also a way of avoiding the uncanny valley.
Yes.
But you can still make your own sprays, which I think is fun. Especially when people abuse it and put up lewd things that distract people for the spy to stab them.
I've seen people that they'll 3 players will have a red, green, and a blue spray, and then they'll spray them on top of each other in order to get a colour spray.
Nice. Oh.
One thing
Wait,
I
the
would
game
change
actually
about...
can work that out? That's freaking cool.
Yeah, well, that's just how graphics work.
That's how it works. Yeah, I know, but
One thing I would change about TF2 is making it so that you can always appear to be on the blue side if you want.
Yes, I
So your
agree.
enemies always appear red.
what?
So,
Well, because when you play it a lot and you switch sides, especially when the game balances and you suddenly move from the blue team to the red team. I mean, the way it's a personal affectation, but the way I play is I sort of run around thinking blue is good, red is bad. And if I suddenly change the red team, I find it difficult to switch in my head. So I would like to just always be on the blue team.
yes, what game was it we were playing where it did that? There was something.
There's something that
It was that
Was it
2D physics game
unfortunate?
that you made us play.
Oh.
there's some I can think of things that always make the other team orange, for example.
I'm closing in. Time to start sweating.
I got my
In fact,
ace.
there's a mode in Quake 3 that always makes enemies green.
Well, that doesn't. They should all be red. Green's the wrong colour.
But it was... Quake was a long time ago. They hadn't fleshed out what colors mean yet. This is the before times.
Quake 3 Arena.
Oh, Schalke, good lap.
Right, oh, my latency's good now. Let's see if it holds.
In your face, in your face. Wrong button. There we go. I'm a little sad there's no sound effect for it. Why would you come and join the fucking F1 car? Why would you do that?
I feel quite self-conscious. I feel like I'm being watched by a future editing Schalke.
That is a bad effect. I found out that there's like rules against naming and shaming, and I realized making such videos kinda taps into those kind of dynamics.
but you're outside of the game then, aren't you? So the rules don't apply.
Also, why
Well,
would you
I'm
not?
but...
I mean, that's bollocks, because there's a mod you can run on the servers, so if you kick people, they get added to a list, and you actually end up with there's a global ban list for people who like to ram, so, yeah.
Yeah, I guess very implicit forms of that might be passable, but being very explicit, like, it's not a nice thing to do, or like, doesn't really add anything to it.
Yeah, but isn't that why? I assume that's why you're not using names in your videos. You're just referring to colours.
Yeah, that's
Well,
part of it to avoid those mechanics.
To be fair, he doesn't have names turned on, so if he went, and here comes Max, people would be like, which one's that?
Yeah, but you can deduce who is who if you really care.
Yeah, we all know who purple is.
I'm in a blue car, so whatever.
Yeah, he's changing up just to confuse everybody.
Now, has this guy, DSC off, great, chosen the right car? No. Well, Max certainly hasn't chosen the right car.
In the RB4, no? Like, what am I in?
You're in the XRT, I think.
Ah, okay. My bad. Hold on. I have to go pits.
Sorry, Schalke.
Hi!
Well, he knows he's in the wrong because he got out of our way. Better, he's just razzing.
That's
He's
kind of
ramming you.
ramming.
Oh, yeah, no
Wrong car and starting to ram immediately.
Yeah, can we shift X? I don't understand how you could be that oblivious, honestly.
No, he did that on purpose.
Briefing.
If you can all hit ready, I've removed him from the start grid. No, change your car, matey, I'll remove you again. What? Okay, you're. He just removed me from the start grid. Bye. I genuinely don't understand how people. It's like when you start to abuse the mods in anywhere. What do you think is going to happen? Even if you type in, if you kick me, it just proves me right. You're still going to get kicked.
How many of the other players are invested enough to care?
But the thing is, why would you? We're all like in the same car. He's in a different car, and then I remove the start because in the wrong car, so he removes me. What does he think's going to happen? Oh, Max has got a proper Celica GT4 skin.
Have you still got your handicaps off?
They are off at the moment. We don't have a handicap set for this car.
I'm squishing.
Something bumped me and pushed me through that corner better. Thank you.
Who's in the light blue?
Schalke.
I'm like,
Schalke.
Me and Schalke are coming together.
Yeah, I squished you.
That's a very bad idea, Tad. You total nubbin. So I was on the edge of the track and you just drifted into me.
I was trying to fight it too. I don't know what that was.
Well, you had to try
I
steering.
apologize.
I don't mind. You spun yourself out. You were in first place.
Oh, I've got a working horn.
Yep.
B?
Oh, Lax Mike.
I do.
The horn can do damage?
Can it?
This isn't a SnowRunner horn.
Yeah.
Is it?
Send the birds.
I mean, I know.
Break all the fences.
I don't remember what the default key is, but I know that Shift and H selects the next horn.
Which is amusing.
I assume you have the clown horn.
I don't think it's bound to anything.
I found that a useful
Default is
button.
B.
Oh, B. B for beep.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
I had to be careful because my button to beep the horn and my button to turn the engine off are right next to each other. And sometimes I get it wrong.
Okay.
And then just blast
Shift
past
is
someone
mute,
and turn the engine off. And went, oops. Sorry, Shift H is what?
Adam about to break.
N is mute.
Maybe.
I missed B.
Oh,
Still an
yeah,
Adam.
definitely.
I'm behind you.
I don't know why you're telling me what the mute button is.
I accidentally hit it.
Ah. Oh, right, so you had no horn or anything else.
No volume.
Oh.
How do you occupying the same physical space as me? I can't see you in any of my mirrors.
Oh, be careful, he's maybe lagging.
No, I think he was just in all my blind spots.
Actually, no, the little lag meter, I swear changes size every time I play the game. It's really tiny.
Braking. Oh my god, Tad. Brake before corners, Tad.
No!
So, Tad, if you watch Schalke's video, all you'll see is you sliding off round so many corners because every single time you're taking them too fast. Like, consistently wrong.
He was right behind me.
And
when we got to the corner, I had to brake, which meant he was going to ram me because he didn't brake.
Brake later than you.
Tad, you should brake earlier. Like, earlier than you are. Like, almost all of your issue is braking too late. If you fix that, you'll be doing very well. My issue...
I don't mind you tailgating me, just don't drive into me when I brake.
My issue from having watched that
I
stream
was trying to get out from behind you, and then you slid back over. I'm like, okay, fine. What the fuck?
I can go where I want, can't I?
Fire enough.
My issue from having watched...
You're surprised when the person behind you hits you.
My issue from having watched Schalke stream back is I don't know what a racing line is, or an apex, apparently. Like, I'm so far in the wrong position on so many of the corners, like multiple car widths.
Push number 4 and give yourself the lines back.
No, I know where the line is. That doesn't mean I'm anywhere near it.
Well, I mean,
you can
seeing it might help.
Watching it back, that's for sure. So last time we played, there was a race towards the end of the evening where I was I thought I was being a little bit evil, and I sort of squished someone and then bumped into 2 or 3. This was on the city track, And at the time, Adam was like, "Oh, Si, you just like took out 2 people and then you took me out." And I was thinking, like, you're overstating it a little bit there. When I watched it back, it was way worse than I thought at the time, and that you had described at the time. So it's like, what? I was really bad.
I know. I was following you, so I saw you like wallop 1, wallop 2, then get me.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'd been maybe a little reckless. I didn't realise I'd sort of swung right across the full width of the road. So yeah, learning point. Don't like this car.
Big bow team up bow face. I only picked it because it's one of the ones I can find a skin for I like, but well, you can choose the next car. I have to say though, we're going to have to do less time in the open wheelers as I felt very, very burpy and pukey for quite some hours after the last stream.
How long does it last?
Hours.
Until I fall to
It goes to bed.
Wake up.
I mean, I didn't get to sleep till about 4:30, but that's probably not entirely
Oh,
my
God.
sickness. Good thing about this car though, because it's four-wheel drive, you can get it quite a long way from true. You just keep your foot put down, and it will just pull around the corner. Plenty of oversteer. Good old four-wheel drive.
I don't want to choose a different car. I just don't want this one.
Well,
We can do the
one of those. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Like what?
We can do the minis.
What's
Do the
Jim?
mini next. Yes.
When the traction control light comes on,
The ABS light.
Is it ABS? Oh, okay.
ABS, yeah.
Well, we're presuming we should be aiming for that not to come on.
So
Doesn't really matter.
in practice, what you want is for it to be almost on. That's called threshold braking. So that's when you're braking at the threshold of the wheels locking up. However, it doesn't matter too much. That's the advantage of ABS. But ideally, if ABS light is lighting up, you want to brake a little bit less.
Or gently.
A little bit more gently, yes. Sharko, there's another lap, by the way. I don't know if you screwed the corner up or just parked.
I screwed it up.
Now, can I overtake Max at the end of the race?
Or can I smash you off the track?
Oh,
Which may also be a possibility right now.
it's a hostility at the front of the track over there.
Back of the track. Or front of the, yeah.
Both.
Front and the back.
Why not both?
The last place paradox.
Yeah.
The last place blue flag paradox, let's call it that.
Yeah.
Who got blue flagged?
Me.
Really?
Of course.
Yeah, because I'm about to lap him. Blue flagged is not the same as black flag. Blue flag means allow a faster vehicle to overtake.
Screw that guy. He's in first. He's already the fastest.
No, Max was blue flagged to let me pass.
Yeah, no, I was just saying though. Screw that guy. He's already first.
That's not how it works. Quite thankfully. I do like your skin, Max, but the back of it's awful. Like it's just got this massive black splat in it. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Let's do the UFR then, and
Black splat in it.
it's
Oh,
like
I
there's
see.
like a black sort of.
Yeah.
And I will
Big
add.
fucked up, innit?
I will add
Is that
a.
what smashed into something? More than likely.
Maybe, no, I think it was at the beginning. So I will. I will. So what do we reckon, Shaka? Are we at 20%? More or less?
25 sounds fine.
Okay.
Yes, you're right. It also has Supra upside down on it. So it's obviously
Oh.
somebody screwed up the location of the word Supra.
Okay.
it's either
So
the skin's wrong or the game's doing something weird with the skin.
we'll do the UFR. UFR. A question: shall I have the British Racing Green Mini or the Herbie Goes Bananas Mini?
Herbie.
All right, Herbie it is. Now, bear in mind this. Depending on how you're playing, this one does not have throttle cut, so you will have to take your foot off the accelerator during gear change.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
I love this car though. You can just properly chuck it around. Maybe not quite that much, though.
Yeah, I've already spun out once.
How did you spin out a front-wheel drive car?
A little too much Irish on that turn. In the pit lane, no less, too.
A little bit too much. Well, I'm upside down, so let's start the race.
You want to give me shit for
don't
spinning
keep
out?
Hey,
I'm
Shalka.
trying to get a skin for it.
How you doing? Why the hell there isn't any sort of skin browser, by the way, I don't know. It's bizarre. Like, all the skins are uploaded, but so you can download them, but you can't pick them.
What do you mean uploaded?
Every skin that you see in somebody else's car has been uploaded to the Live for Speed website. It doesn't share them directly, it shares them from a central server.
Yeah.
But there's no way to browse all the ones uploaded, or search them.
Did you say Shift S?
Okay. The advantages of
You were
VR
upside down.
number 43. When you get an itch in your eye, you need both hands to scratch it.
Yes.
What is the curvy? Curvy, I like it.
Can't remember how this car works. Hope it comes back to me.
Front wheel drive, very
It's
light.
not.
Far and forgetting it.
Is that tag up my ass as I'm
brake,
braking?
don't brake whilst cornering.
I braked before you.
No.
I braked before you to keep that from happening, but it's still... This car's wild.
Sorry, Shaka, I had to slow down rather than ram side.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you did.
It's not against me, and I needed to not accelerate into you.
I know, I was just apologising in case you felt that I was attempting to cause you to ram me. Oh god, we are very close.
Right, he apologised. Note the timestamp. That's one of the rules. Oh, the brakes
Whoa,
are
what
different
the-
from the last car.
You're squishing the
No,
outside.
I braked in a straight line. I think.
Yeah.
I think I did.
That's another one for the replay scrutiny.
We're not used to this car.
Sorry, what was that about the brakes?
Different to the last car.
Yes, much better.
And my connection is really fucking up.
Much more responsive.
Is it your connection then, or the Russian server?
Yeah, it's
you're on?
mine.
Oh.
No, it's mine.
I thought he was in Paris.
No, not in
Paris,
Paris.
yeah.
He's not in Paris, just his game.
I mean, close enough.
Well,
You could smell the baguettes from here.
Chalco, you didn't see that. Erase that from your memory and from your video.
You just off-roaded a little.
No.
That's not
Oh, okay,
worthy
yeah.
of my attention.
That's fine. I knew you were there. Oh my god.
Bit wide, Si.
Yeah, no, I've lost packets. Many packets.
Many packets, left side, handle it. Guess who's going faster than Schalke? Doo-da, doo-da. Guess who's going faster than Schalke?
Are you faster than me?
Me.
Put it at 20 instead of 25. Yeah.
No, I exited the corner slightly better.
No.
Whoa! Schalke braked with two wheels on the grass.
Do I have to now give room? I guess I should, but not this much.
No, what was the rule about anticipating other people fucking up? Because I did that.
Yeah.
I gave you plenty of room, and then for some reason you just drove into the gravel trap.
Yeah. So now it's clearly on my nerves. Which is nice and clean.
Who's that bringing up the rear in 5th place?
No one. But I got 4 in the.
Oh, right.
No, you can't ram me! Oh, you. Schalke, that was definitely Tad.
Yeah, but you were trying to be
'Cause I'm-
jackass to me too.
I'm
I
a-
saw
I'm
it.
not a witness.
Yeah, but you rammed me. All I did was get in front of you, which is a valid blocking maneuver. You, on the other hand, then just tried to cut me up, but didn't actually bother getting in front of me for cutting me up. So you just rammed me.
Alright, well, bye.
Well, you say that, but I might just skip braking to this corner.
You don't do that.
He's making a threat.
That's a threat, it is. But make sure you're around the corner before I get there.
Like that?
But yeah, stay on the wrong side of the road, that's also good.
Sai, help. DJ's gunning for me. I've upset him.
There's no way you wouldn't get a stop-go penalty for that. See, if Esme was here, I would give Esme the admin password. She can issue stop-go penalties.
But she's not here, so ha!
I know, I did message her earlier, she didn't respond. I said she can sit here and watch in third person whilst chatting on the stream, and actually hand out bans and stop-go penalties and things. No, you wouldn't just get a penalty that, you get sent off and probably fined.
Esme's got an S2 license, right?
Yes.
Really?
I think so.
Cool.
But he has been getting into Final Fantasy. Do you think there's any chance of getting her off that and play Eden?
It's because it's low effort. Like she can play it without you can just stop and there's no physical requirements. Yeah.
It sounded like she was spending all her time farming resources anyway, so she's really not doing anything.
Yeah.
She's helping, or she's getting stuff for Blood Rose. She's Blood Rose's gold farmer. Oh,
it's probably not
DSC off is back.
She gets paid.
Was he just cycling around all the servers in turn until he gets kicked? Oh, well, if you pick the right card, it's fine.
Maybe he's gonna play nice.
Maybe.
And only ram you once or twice.
Well, he doesn't have an intake restriction, so he should beat me easily.
I was having a little play earlier on a BMW beginner server, and so it's using the demo version but with the BMW, and so many people would mess up the first corner that they would then win the vote to restart. So actually I just sat through about 10 restarts, never actually got to.
Now you can solve that, because on the server you can set the minimum amount of time for a restart vote, so you can just put that number to 45 seconds. I mean,
but would that 45 seconds take into account the startup?
Yeah, it's 45 seconds after the beginning of the race. But yeah, the point is that then more people would just carry on going around.
And those that crash would have to live with the mistake.
Yeah.
But who wants that?
Schalke wants that.
Personal responsibility.
What is that?
Gross.
So I just did my macro because somebody else got the wrong thing. The guy that wasn't in the wrong car then called me an idiot. So
but that's the guy you've kicked before.
Yeah, but Tad, let's knock 30 seconds off your time because you ran me, and I still
no.
Blocked messages.
No.
Wow.
It might not be clear who's the admin, so whether it's a random player having a personal preference or admin stating the server rules can get mixed up.
So the way the RCM works is I have to type in /RCM message to display. Then I have to type in...
The one that is upside down.
Then I have to type in /RCM_all. For some reason, it is a 2-line function. I don't know why. Like why
don't you make your message say, I'm the admin, you'll be kicked?
Because I wanted to be nice.
Yeah, but I get Schalke's point. You could just sound like someone petulantly going, you'll get kicked by the admins.
I can't easily edit my macros right now. But yes, I need to work out the RCM thing. But it's weird. So I type /RCM space message and then /RCM and then where I want to send the message. So it has to be done. So I need to do 2 macros. I need to go like left, right or something.
F1, F2.
Yeah, which is...
You can find 2 macros into a single macro. So if they call this macro, call that macro.
Duca macro?
Not directly, I don't think. Like I've got one bound to /VR reset, for example. But I couldn't do /VR reset /WPB in one. Then I need to start actually editing config files and stuff. So Tad, because we've got our intake restriction on, you're going to have to beat the randoms.
Okay.
Were you restarting?
Oh.
Sorry, Kev, watch out, there's a war coming up.
Was that the yellow flag announcement right there?
Shut up.
Are they listening on the audio or just the text?
It always surprised me how people get really angry at other people interacting in a multiplayer game. We get very angry in Warcraft. Like, aren't you here to play an MMO?
When people text chat?
Yeah, they get really angry when you, like, talk. Not all of them, that would be very odd. No, Tad, what the fuck?
Oh!
Wow.
Nope, I was trying to stay out of your way as much as possible.
Just go slower. And like I said, literally every problem you're having is just driving too fast. All of them. Go fast when it's appropriate.
Not a race.
Like now.
Oh no, it is a race.
Playing a racing game.
Yeah, but you don't race around a corner. You're on the wrong side of the road now, for example. I'm gonna have to spectate this race because you broke my fucking car.
The rules do say that if the car can't get back on the road, that server admin is advised to deal out appropriate consequences.
Tad, you're a fuck. There we go.
What?
Alka, do you think you've memorised the rules and their numbers?
I have done. I did it way too many times, and I learned them way too well.
Yeah. I'm going to sound like Crichton, but for racing.
Ah, sir, actually you find that error OSC3 clearly states that.
Oh, I've gone off the track, but Schalke's behind me, watching me, so I have to come back on the track carefully.
The fear effect of being picky about rules, so everybody around you follows them.
Oh, it's good. You know, like I said, I did watch through your video, going backwards and forwards and trying to understand what the criticism was. I know you've done sort of short versions of each of the rules, but I didn't really understand the words you've chosen, like for like ramming paranoia, and because sometimes you say no ramming and other times you say ramming paranoia or something. I'm not sure the difference.
I assume ramming
There's
paranoia
actually two different parts in the same rule, which like I felt differently apply.
Assuming ramming paranoia is where he's done something that puts him at a disadvantage rather than slam into someone.
No, but if you are in a corner and slightly tap the car in front, that can make the front car feel that they are not free to take the corner even if they like. They are thinking whether they get rammed or not, even if the ram doesn't wipe them out. So that's still bad, even if it's not the ram that wrecks somebody out.
I don't think you can criticise people for almost but not quite breaking a rule. The rules are fairly clearly defined.
Well, you find the edge cases when you try to apply them. And like,
yeah,
do you need to have contact in order to squeeze somebody out of the road?
But actually there's so many rules that most of the edge cases are covered by other rules. For example, if you just lightly tap someone rather than actually ramming them, then that's covered by a no contact rule, isn't it? And also by a courteous driving rule.
Yeah. If you squeeze somebody out without touching them, that's good driving. That's blocking.
No, if you do it sideways.
If you
if the car dodges the contact in order to not the squeeze result in contact, then I think the squeezer is still in the wrong.
No, because if I didn't touch you, you moved out of the way through threat of damage, but I never actually reduced it to less than 1 car width. That's good racing. That's
So it's kind
very difficult to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's easy to say, it's very hard to achieve.
It's like
But you have to
psychological
actually
warfare
leave
on
the
the
room for
racetrack.
there to be safe on the road.
I mean, in professional racing, I'm sure there's quite a lot of mind games going on.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's the place where what is like good and clean and allowed and bad and forbidden, it's important. Because
Yeah.
people try to mislead about what that is.
Yeah, but I suppose like playing poker, before you start trying to employ mind games, you have to make damn sure you're actually really good at driving the car.
For poker?
I guess.
How much driving are you doing while playing poker?
Depends what kind of poker.
I'm always playing poker.
It's true.
in my head.
You know 5-stud poker? That refers to the 5 wheel studs on each wheel.
Ah,
What do you think it stands for?
my cars only have 4. Oh well.
I have 1 car with 5 and 2 cars with 3.
3?
3. Tad, for fuck's sake, will you get on... Start that corner, right, 3 car widths to your left. Every time you're in the middle of the track starting that corner. So hit the blue. No, you're 3 car widths too far to the right, and 2 car widths too far to the left.
Just sitting here watching me. Wait,
It's
how am I
vanishing.
second? I figured
this-
passing
oh,
Shoko
okay.
is an instant first.
Yeah, there's a random in the first place. I guess the loudmouth or communicator annoyant person.
I'm having to type using my mouse, which feels terrible.
Ooh. It's not the same kind of touch the buttons like Carrier Command does, is it?
No, it's just my key. I've only got my half-size
That's
keyboard.
awful.
Oh, ha 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 ha! That's better. That's better. You're still a car width. That's it. All the way wider, 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 wider. God Lord.
Should have done my 1 block maneuver there, and I didn't. I just let the guy go past.
The thing is, even if you're there isn't an admin, we can vote ban people. So he just called us all noobs. Does he expect to remain on the server?
Ah,
Oh, did he park
Maybe.
on the middle of the road? Wow.
right at the finish line.
Is it before or after it?
Okay, I'm gonna ban him.
What are you banning him for?
Being an asshole. There, look.
C3, respectful communication.
Go on, type it. Oh, someone type C3 respectful communication and then Shift X. Come on, Tad, you've got a keyboard.
What am I typing?
C3 space respectful communication.
C3
Thank you.
space.
And race. Say, I only give people 1-day bans. I never permanently ban people. But he's been kicked once, comes back in, calls everyone a noob. How many days to ban?
I've solved the problem with the chair going backwards by pulling the casters off my chair, which was way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Those do just pop out.
Yeah, they did. But I've never had a chair where they just pop out before. Normally have to fight them.
I had a chair where they popped out, but that wasn't when I wanted it to pop out.
Oh no.
Can we all join the grid, please?
Are we staying in this car?
Yes, because I didn't actually get to race it, because someone ran me off the fucking track.
Well, whoever did that was a real jerk.
Whoever it was a jerk. Is this guy... I'm just going to remove him from the grid, maybe he'll work it out. Don't jump the lights. No one has it. Seriously.
XR.
On the wrong car.
No, the other guy is.
Alright.
So then if Esmir was here, she could just do the /car equals command. Can I? No, I can't ram him.
What is the variable?
Huh? Yes!
What's the variable?
No!
You missed.
I did. Can we just shift X, please?
What happened?
Pinuka. Change. What? He's
What?
telling us to change the car.
I've had people going, no, you change.
Bro.
So the thing is,
amazing.
he's just joined in a massively overpowered car and then hit ready. Well, then I will just kick you. There you go. What do you? I just don't understand. This is a small community of somewhat serious racers. What does he think is going to happen?
But it's free.
No, we're not in the free bracket.
Oh, that's true.
Disconnected
sorry.
again. Kick
They might have
and
spent more
it's all in the
time
mind.
Change server rules, idiot. See? Again. What's
Braking, Tad. Are you behind me, Tad? Because I'm braking. There's a corner coming up. I'm braking.
breaking a bit
In
early?
the grass.
Are you?
Wow, I think DJ just did a barge pass.
I think I'm fine, I didn't. I don't understand. So, I will sooner end the race than let him get a win on his belt. Like, I
I
genuinely
guess
don't
he's
understand.
preparing.
I know what he
He's
means.
setting the rules.
It's not that simple. I could do it if I had a keyboard. This is why I keep saying it's a shame that Esmir isn't here, because she could override the car restriction. Or I would need about 15 macros, one for each car. Oh my,
That's a barge pass.
That was no way. That was brilliant. That bit.
That was not brilliant.
That bit.
That wasn't brilliant. That was too fast.
No, he took the corner brilliantly, and then for some reason came back onto the corner.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I could have gone around the corner that fast, but I'd have crashed as well.
But he didn't.
Oh, he's recovered.
Max's crash.
You recovered well, Max.
Max's crash was nothing to do with him going too fast. It was just due to steering too much.
Right.
So wait, let me get this straight. This guy's justification then for not bothering to change car is I should change the server rules.
Yes, he's used to going into different servers and you're using like
The server picks it for him.
rules or whatever the
Yeah.
method is to fetch the server rules.
But he specifically swapped out into a car we've said not to drive. And then said, oh, the server rules aren't set like that.
Because he's treating you as a random player rather than an admin.
Even though we just
Thinking
kicked him.
that
He did just get kicked without a vote. Max, by the way, you have a stop-go penalty, don't forget.
Yeah.
Change your name.
I'm not
Change
gonna
your name
win
to admin.
You say
Admin
that,
DJ office.
you are in a solid third.
Nah,
You really are.
a solid turd, definitely.
Solid third. No, you are. You're just behind Schalke. We're just in front of Schalke.
Yeah, we're gonna need that.
Whoa! Whoa!
What?
Somebody came kinda recklessly from behind and there was some
Okay.
steering going on.
It came from behind.
Oh, hey!
Your triangles are all on top of each other, guys.
How do
It's
I?
very point.
How do you kick people during a race without typing in /kick per user? How do I begin a vote kick?
Where did you get that?
Get the
menu.
player list and then click
How
on
do I
it.
get the player list? I have the player list in the corner. If I click on his name, I just spectate him.
I'm finding my macros. Yay!
Could someone just type in /kick space per user? I can't. Like I said, I'm in VR.
Are we all admins?
No, but I think I'll just start a vote kick. I just don't understand.
You don't have admin rights.
Yeah, just give us all admin rights. You can trust us.
So what? The game must be able to say echo space. This you're in this car. The game must know what car you're in, but there's no clear in the manual scripting of how to tell you how to sort of put it out to people. I'm trying to look at the manual.
Right, did I type that right?
How to do what, Max?
I'm trying to find the manual to say the variable that says you're in this car.
All right.
Then you just go
like percent car
and say, please make sure you're in $% car.
Yeah.
It doesn't say it has a variable. It doesn't say it has variables. Wait,
what am I doing wrong here? It's not /kick. You banned one for beating you. You're in a fucking race car. I'm finding it very hard to type without being able to see the screen. Okay, fuck it.
Oh, man. Shauka, why do you keep saying camera lights action, and also why are you not turning the lights on before you start the camera?
I changed it from the constant micro to something that reflects on what I'm doing with the button.
What button?
It's doubling up as my ops capture.
Ah, cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Max, if there is like a % car variable, that would be great. Please choose the percent car, same as me, or I will kick you for being a prick. I like the way he's like, you banned someone for beating you. Like, well, no. I kicked him for calling us all noobs, rather than, my goodness me, you gentlemen seem inexperienced, so anything I could do to help you improve your lap times.
I guess in a very toxic community there might be like disregarding all the communication. It's like cheap talk and only actions talk.
Well, yes, but I mean, this is a very small community. Like, being an arsehole on a server is just going to get you banned. There aren't that many servers with people on. Now I'm going to block tab, as I'm allowed to. No, it didn't work.
Is it one block per person?
You're allowed to.
There's one block for if it works or not.
I'm allowed to move off the racing line once and back onto the racing line once. So that is a Formula 1 rule.
Yeah, so you could block him, but then if I came up immediately. Next.
I honestly am not sure. That was terrible, right?
Can you see that? Or does it just say the word car?
It says car. Is it not % car or something?
I have no idea what variable it is now since I've worked that out.
I'm sure someone's written a wiki guide to all of the things you can do.
Join the race.
That says $car $.
Yeah. You can have to read that.
Yeah, but
We're going to find a variable that I've put through. Yeah. No.
oh, little tight that side.
No, I'm exactly along the guideline.
That's not how it works.
Mm-hmm. Sucks to be you.
I don't know what you would call those. Not a macro. Like I say, I think that is a macro, isn't it? It's literally a macro. I think it expands at runtime. I wish this had the need for speed. Whoa!
Nice barge passing.
I did not barge past you. I came around the corner much faster than you, Shauka.
Shauka, you have to say the code name for the rule infraction, like Crichton would.
You didn't do any damage, so I guess if you...
No, you have to say the letter and the number.
That's 03.
But more importantly, it wasn't. You braked way too early and I took the opportunity and overtook you.
Meaning you don't have overlap when I'm turning in, though you are parts passing.
I was overtaking you. But if you start to brake now for this hairpin, that doesn't mean that you have right of way. You brake way too late.
It starts from the turn, as I understand, although it's a bit fuzzy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could have been wrong there.
I think the wrongness is you aren't realising how much better these cars brake than the last cars we drove. Like, way better.
Well, I think you both just broke the rule about clear communication there, because you just descended into noises.
I put the car up onto 2 wheels whilst I was partway through my description of what.
Which 2 wheels?
The left-hand 2.
I like that bit in your video, Shalka, on the city map where Adam came round that corner too fast and sort of slammed into the right-hand wall, going on 2 wheels and bouncing off it, and then you did exactly the same thing about a second later.
Only put on his roof. Yes, I laughed quite a lot at that.
But that was probably a case of following the person in front a bit too closely.
Did it make it to the video where I high-centered myself?
No, that's a different race. That was, I think that was from 2 weeks ago. So, Shaka, I took that corner too fast rather than let you pass, and it worked really well.
And I think you can afford to go a bit quicker around the corners. Don't.
Oh, too wide.
And I'm inching. Do you try to block?
I broke
What?
the No, yeah.
Yeah, you're out.
Clutch is gone.
Why?
Why? Too many gear changes where I didn't lift the foot off the accelerator. And it doesn't have throttle cut.
Also, the tire marks are like more black when the braking is more intense.
Yes, I should hope so.
That was an unexpected bit of realism.
I do like how we add our own skids to the brakes or the turns so that we can get a better idea of what's actually happening rather than what they expect us to do.
The worst thing is, if you burn out, if you overheat a clutch, it shouldn't take that long before it cools if you're not slipping it anymore.
Yeah,
I
but
thought it's clutch damage and not just heat.
I'm sure it's some combination.
I'm not sure you could actually burn the friction material off within 10 miles without setting it on fire.
Hello.
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 Hey, Brad.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Adam, well, Ari just pinged me to tell me that I'd spell armor wrong.
You put a U in there.
Funny guy.
I can't tell if he's serious or not. Like,
Ignore.
Just respond with, did you want to have English or simplified English in the game?
Wow, I'm doing risky things.
No, I'm out. Oh, it's realised again. From last week.
Yay.
I mean, to be fair, Brett, you can have both. This is why we have a
translations.
yeah. Do you have English?
Yay!
Because most countries don't spell it with a U. The only one that does, I know of, is America. Canada spells without a U. Sorry, like Canada and England and Australia all spell it without.
Nice laps. Wow, you got over the barrier.
Right.
Then you got back. Double walls indeed needed.
So, Schalke, 5% less restriction.
They
If
were
we are
behind me
trying to-
the whole time.
Well, that's what
If
I
you're
mean.
trying to get to the front,
That
what?
is That is the goal, is to get to the front.
They were really close.
I'll have to have a look, Max. I'm sure there is going to be a $1 at my car, because I know PB is one and WR.
Slash PB. That's
Yeah.
slash PB.
No, /W space PB. That's Whisper, and then
Yeah.
PB is a keyword. I assume there are others.
Well, I would say slash PB. It'll say the letters PB at you.
No, if you do, but if you do /W PB, /W space PB,
Yeah.
it will whisper back at you your own world record, your own personal record.
Yes.
But I think that's a keyword. /W is just whisper. PB is a keyword.
Yeah.
I should do a macro that just says we run voluntary intake restrictions on this car based on a level of skill. Because realise it's the guy that was demolishing us all last week.
Whoa, what's going on? Sideways, apologies. Oh, there is my race.
Good enough.
That was quick.
Yeah.
And that's how somehow the
Car.
controller being up.
Unknown command for say /W car.
Yeah. But somewhere, if you could look up PB and WR, maybe all the other ones are on that same webpage.
No, Tad.
Actually,
What?
Crazy. You're just such a crazy son of a bitch.
Woo!
Oh, right.
Whoa.
I saw that in my rearview mirror.
You saw nothing.
It was like some sort of martial arts maneuver in the car.
Yeah, WR is world record. PB's personal best.
What you have hot lap, world record laps on this track, fuel usage, all time driven total laps, all time driven total distance, all time win race wins, all time second place, third place, yada yada yada.
I mean, it must.
What have you done?
I cannot believe in 14 years, and I don't know how many millions of downloads, someone hasn't asked this on the forum. What is the macro to list my current car?
At some point when people are searching for only other starting points, then the answer is gonna twiddle, because everybody's looking for existing answers.
Yeah, but
So
it's been
nobody
around.
starts new.
It's been around so long. I can't believe that the answer doesn't already exist.
Better every time the question gets put forward, they're like, "This issue's been closed. Shut down the comment."
Yeah. The worst one is people go, "Oh my god, you necroed this thread from 5 years ago," and I'm like, "Yes, but the question is still valid. Like, it's not like you're asking about Britney Spears' new album or something. You know, this is a C# question. C# hasn't changed in 5 years." Or sometimes you have to point out, if you Google the issue, this is the top thread that comes up. So it's not necroing. You know, talk to Google.
What do you want to know about Britney's new album, anyway?
Is it any good?
It's not an album, it's 2 singles.
2 MP3s. I did get recommended a fantastic video, which I'm sure you've all watched, by the 8-bit guy. He's a bit like Techmoan, and he reviewed 160 different types of media. I've never seen a lot of them. Like,
Yes,
like,
that's really weird. Right?
yeah, like I've seen 10-inch discs and I've seen 12-inch floppies, but I've never seen the ones that are like 3 feet across. I kind
Have
of
you
want
seen-
one just for my wall.
Have you seen his open carry videos?
No.
He's a gun nut and an NRA advocate, and yeah, you might change your opinion of him if you watch some of his
Well, I mean, I have
Less-
said this. I have said
admirable
this
videos.
on the stream before. If I lived in America, I'd own so many fucking guns. I absolutely would.
They're
Guns,
fun.
guns are hella cool. I don't think anyone should have them outside of a shooting range. But as a British person, the concept of your personal ownership of guns is just madness. It's just, I can't even begin to explain how alien a concept that is. But if I was in America, I would own about 10 guns, I'm sure of it.
Prince, what's his face, said the same thing. He's like, now that I'm here, these guns are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, whilst they are awesome, the rather sad statistic that every year more than 365 people are killed by toddlers with guns. And honestly, one a day.
Stone cold killers, the lot of them.
Yeah, but I mean, to my mind, that outweighs any sort of other justification. Because the one always had, you know, what do you do for home defense when someone breaks into my house? I'm like, well...
It's like a toddler on them.
Well, no, the thing is, if someone breaks into my house, and wants to steal my television, I don't personally feel that murder is an appropriate response. And I can also be pretty reliably sure whoever breaks into my house also doesn't have a gun. Maybe if I'm in London, but certainly not where I am. They might have a baseball bat or a knife, but they won't have a gun.
What if you really love that TV, though?
I don't know.
It's your TV, though. Your property.
I mean, I think the furthest I would go would be an aluminium baseball bat.
Start messing around, though. You can mess somebody up with them things.
Oh yeah, but you can't accidentally shoot them in the head.
I think you should
Unless
go
you're
to
playing
America,
super hot.
hit someone with an aluminium baseball bat,
I just
and
got
then just
that
keep
game.
saying the word aluminium.
Aluminum,
Aluminum?
aluminum, aluminum.
I finally got super hot. It's a very interesting puzzle game.
It's shit. Except in VR when it's amazing. I played it in 2D and I was like, this is shit. And then played it in VR I went, holy shit. Because it's a VR game. It was initially a VR game. It was paid for by Oculus, but they agreed that they could release a 2D version first. But trust
Well, I
me.
got all three.
Have you played it in VR?
I don't have VR,
Then
so
you,
no.
Then you haven't played it. Believe me, the 2D experience is nothing. It is a game, well, it is literally designed for VR, but it's just amazing in VR.
I probably should
any
actually look at a
experience of-
VR set.
Have you
at
had
some
any
point.
experience of VR, Tad?
None.
Despite not anyone. No. Oh
None.
my god, you're really missing out.
Should I just bite the bullet and get one?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I really don't have the room for it.
you
But
don't need. Just play
Yeah.
sit down experiences.
like super hot. No.
No, not like super hot. But like the majority of the VR stuff we've done has been sit down. With No Man's Sky, I play it either sat down
You're
or stood up.
doing
You
it
don't-
right now.
But you don't move anywhere when you're playing No Man's Sky. You don't walk
Yeah.
anywhere.
And then I could find out if I'm a ginger needing person or if it doesn't bother me at all.
You can get away with quite a small space for VR. It's really only a problem when you start moving your hands around and head around quickly,
Mechanism
because then it will
stuff.
hurt when you make contact.
I'd have some room for that.
I brought up 2 ginger sweets, and now I only have 1. Laura?
I just don't know. Or
You just ate
can
one.
No,
does VR run off of direct or what is it? DisplayPort?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have extra DisplayPort ports off
You
my
can just
graphics
use
card.
you can just use a DisplayPort HDMI adapter. That's what I use.
Yeah, I've got that too.
Well, which headset are you going to go? I mean, you could get the
I don't
Quest
know.
2.
Yeah.
Well, the Quest 2 is a decent headset. Plus, it's got lots of standalone stuff you don't even need the computer for.
Well, BJ owns all of them. I'm sure
do.
he's got them.
Well, yeah. The question is not which headset do you want. It's what's your budget. Is it 300, 500, 800, or 1,000? And if so,
I don't care.
the answer is Quest 2, Odyssey Plus, G2, Vive Pro. Sorry, Index Pro. But honestly,
It isn't just what's your budget, because the more expensive ones don't have the built-in standalone stuff that the Oculus 2 has. So.
I haven't used any of that. I've done the finger tracking.
Oh, I use it all the
spell demo,
time.
and that's it.
Which one was the one that has the terrible freaking USB connector that you all hate?
That's not the headset's fault. That's my motherboard's fault.
I think the Index gets a lot of rap for that.
Oh.
No,
No, there was
the G2
the
has
way the USB connects it into the headset is flimsy as all hell.
none of the ones I've got. The USB, the G2 has a USB-C socket, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. But that's good because that's future-proof. USB-C is. We're going to settle USB-C for a long, long, long time. We don't need anything faster. You can shove high-resolution 4K video down there with no issues at all. It's good enough.
Whoa.
So it was Tad in the orange.
It was.
Yeah, I couldn't get off the grass until I did, and it was into you. My apologies.
Tad
No, it wasn't into me.
Tad just got distracted.
There's a fly disappearing across my face, unfortunately.
Oh, something's happened to my car.
That's close.
I can't imagine what.
That was outside influence. Seemed reckless at the very least.
Your fish diving?
No, my front end's gone. I snapped a ball joint or something.
Front fell off.
No, a ball joint. My steering is very, very unhappy with me.
Steering's on the front.
Yes, the front fell off.
Come on, car! It won't work.
Yeah.
I've still got my intake restriction.
That's completely unfair.
Major damage. Baloney.
I realise is overdoing it a little bit there, isn't it? Whoa!
Yeah, slipping a bit.
Max has lost a lot of speed, but unfortunately, I had to brake to avoid hitting him, so now let Schalke catch up.
He went to the pits for one wipe. That's interesting.
Well, it depends how hard he wipes. Max,
That's
Max!
real good. It's threw my alignment completely off. One of my tires was at 45-degree angle.
Gently!
I can't see anyone behind me, but someone's having my ass for playing breakfast.
You rammed into me. You were like swerving all the way across the track.
I was in the racing line. It doesn't matter.
It does when you can't just follow the race line sideways into someone. And I know you can't.
can.
No, you can't. And
I
I
can't
know.
see everyone in the game. I can. Look, I literally did.
Right.
So-
Okay.
so you
but,
can't.
right. Are you inside the cockpit view?
Yes.
Right. Press V once to go into the no cockpit and virtual mirror mode.
No cockpit and virtual mirror. You sure?
Yes, because that will give
Right,
you a
okay.
nice big virtual mirror. Plus, you can see your wheels.
I can't see beside me.
That should hopefully. But if you.
No, okay. Well, I can't see beside me.
But if a
I
car,
overtook you and you disappeared from my mirror.
if a car is behind you and then it isn't there anymore, it is alongside you, or you know.
I'm supposed to notice that, am I?
What? Are you joking?
Kinda, yeah.
Are you supposed to notice cars in your rearview mirror? Yes, absolutely.
No. You're supposed to notice. It's not, if it's not in your rearview mirror, it's beside you.
Well, yes.
I'm not going to be doing that.
Do you not do that in reality?
You
What?
need
In
to be
reality,
aware
I've got
from
two mirrors I
side.
can look at. I haven't got two mirrors.
But you've got one big
Give
one.
me two mirrors.
In the camera I just asked you to select, you should get one big rearview mirror.
It doesn't give me side mirrors. I don't have side.
No,
I
but-
still have no idea who's beside me.
But okay, you're missing the point. The point is, if you see someone behind you and they're no longer behind you, they've either crashed or they're in the process of overtaking you. But in that particular case, I was coming up fine, past you fine, quite a bit faster than you, and you just sort of veered across. Schalke, make a note on the timestamps. No, you do look like you're fishtailing a bit, like you're fighting the steering wheel still, though. I still
I guess
reckon
there's no global time in the cockpit view.
there's no what, sorry?
Like all those times are lap times. I don't have any absolute time to take note of.
This is true. But yeah, Max, this is why I keep telling you should be in VR, because then you get to check your blind spots.
I really think it'd be time well spent one evening, instead of playing a game, you should replay through some of the race footage, the race replays, and we can discuss them and see what rules were broken and see if people agree with what they were saying at the time when they see it in retrospect from a different angle. It could be quite elucidating.
Yes, I mean, I think we all learned. I don't know if you watched a lot of Tad, you could really see him walking around in that video. Like, really, really, really.
But that's not he said, she said kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've already said, like, at the time, I might say, you know, someone might say, well, you just swung across the road there, and at the time I'll say, no, I didn't. But then when I see it back, I did.
Yeah, no.
And I think that's probably the same for everyone.
Yes, I think Shaco's video hammered home from those awesome camera angles quite how appalling we all are. Like, really, really, really appalling.
I didn't really notice the driving quality as such.
Well, I was trying to see why people were hitting each other. And a lot of Taz ones were coming in too late. But a lot of the time I was not where I should have been. I was far, far too, like, wrong place at the start of the corner, wrong place at the end of the corner. If I hit someone on the way, that's just part of my screw up.
It's gonna be an exciting finish.
No, it isn't.
Right.
I threw it into a drift and it worked. Oh, there goes my clutch.
Just in time.
That was just over the finish line. I am actually surprised that the game doesn't have a better wing mirrors, because I spend a lot of my time moving my head around to try and stare through the wing mirrors, and I don't think the game has got virtual mirror option, but I think it is a bit piss poor.
You don't think the game's got a virtual mirror option?
Yeah, but it's not very good. Like,
So why do real cars don't have like
because I can move my
a
head.
full degree vision?
Because I can move my head, and modern cars do have full 360-degree vision. So
How they are in stats?
several. Are you serious? Have you never seen it? Like, modern cars have like a dozen cameras on them, and they know the position of the camera and the field of view of the camera, so they can stitch together a real-time 360-degree view of your car. It's amazing. It's properly awesome.
Yes, but is that accessible to the driver?
Yes.
Only when they're reversing into a parking space.
No, it's accessible to the driver at any point. The Porsche Taycan I was in, for example, it popped it up when you go through very narrow hedgerows. So it immediately pops the camera to an above view, so you can see how close you are to hitting stuff. I wouldn't try and use...
Are you saying you could turn it on, like, on the motorway?
I believe so. I mean, you shouldn't.
Really?
As a driver, you absolutely shouldn't. But, like, modern cars have also got those, the wing mirrors light up to show there's a person there. And in the blind
Just
spot.
to confirm, you're saying that you can just turn it on at speed, like, on the motorway?
What, on the Taycan? Or, like,
Is that what you're saying?
I would not be at all surprised if you could, but we didn't try to. But we definitely did it at 40 miles an hour, I would say, going around the country roads. But yeah, lots of cars have got a 360-degree view thingy.
Couldn't you like have bent mirrors or something that would provide access to the dead angles?
I mean, given that this thing has got like a 14-inch monitor in the dashboard, you might as well stick it on there.
Yeah, but I'm guessing because it tries to be a simulator, it won't go beyond what real cars do.
Huh?
You got external views, haven't you?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, you can always pay an external view. But no, I mean, as I said, real cars, modern cars, have the wing mirrors light up with a bright red light if there's somebody in your blind spot. And I'd like to see that sort of modern tech come into this game. To try and aid pancake players. like, obviously, I am annoyed that Max rams me, but he's not in VR. And I think if you're not in VR, you have a massive disadvantage. And I'd like to see the game try and make that up a little bit.
Well, you have always got the mini-map with the little triangles on it, so if you're aware of that, you know when someone's on top of you and whether they've crashed.
Yes, I guess. Yeah, sort of.
Well, no, definitely. Not sort of.
Yeah, but can I glance at the... I'm not going to be able to glance at the mini-map and go, right, there's 7 cards, oh, there's one missing.
It's not that different to... It's not that different to glancing at a wing mirror, and your car is green, so...
Yes, but that means if someone...
So if you glance at it frequently...
Yeah, but if I glance at it, and you're, like, right in my blind spot, you'll just appear underneath me. I wouldn't see you on the map.
Well, that's my point. That's how you differentiate from them being left behind because they've careened off the road.
Gotcha, yes. But that does involve you having to pay more attention to your rearview mirror. So you know that they were there to start with.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you're in the habit of glancing at the mini-map very frequently, you have a bit more situational awareness in lieu of having VR.
Yes. A lot of my mirror situation awareness only came from motorbike training. I definitely never used to do it. Now, every corner, every time I brake, every time I move across, I'll check at least one mirror, possibly 2.
Someone just hit a record.
Yeah, his own record, but
Try that.
it's the random who's not running a intake restriction.
Oh.
He's very, very fast.
But what? But he just got a personal best.
Yes.
Fair income.
We're playing in the slightly more obscure cars and tracks, I think.
Not track, but
cars.
This track is probably driven a lot.
Yes.
Having access to all that statistical data could be interesting. But I guess it's not also collected.
But it is. Everything you do goes up to the LFS world. Like every lap, every car, every race.
Every position for every second?
No, it doesn't store replay data. But it does store the results of the races.
thank you, Shulka.
Thank you what? What are you thanking him for?
He hit one of the bumps and proceeded to exit the track.
And how does that help you?
And if I was behind him.
Oh.
Yeah, my steering is affected.
You knew I was
enough
coming
when
back.
I
Fine.
What are you doing on the grass?
I don't know.
I gave you plenty of room, and you just like dived onto the grass.
My tires are getting very hot. They're not as responsive as I would like them to be anymore. Yeah, I've got to slow down a lot. And we're only on lap 4. Tires, what have I done to you?
You've overheated the tires on a Mini.
Yeah, front driver's side is at 160.
Don't even know what mine are. But like this Mini's great. I mean, I honestly don't see how. Honestly.
It's because I'm playing on a mouse. I know that's what's going on here.
You should get a Steam pad. Steam controller. I can't believe Malcolm got one, set it all up, and then went, I'm not paying 16 quid for that game, and then never played with us again.
What? Which game?
This game.
This one?
Yeah.
What?
Because like, I'll only play it with you guys, and we're like, yeah. Like, I promised to play with you for at least 16 hours. There you go.
We are so bad company that he wants great compensation in order to spend time. Yeah.
Oh, that's a little bit harsh. Whoa.
With that deadpan delivery.
Ah, deadpan mode.
Yeah.
smug mode.
So the group of people will have different level of interest for everything, and coordinating for everybody to be excited can be a bit challenging.
Well, he was excited until it came to actually spending money.
That's why drugs were invented. Everyone gets happy together.
But they also have to spend money.
It happened to me.
Unless it's acid.
I was hemming and hawing about you all, or getting Mode Runner, because you all were playing the hell out of it. Then I bought it.
We only play it for
And it was
3
the last
streams.
time you ever played it.
Yeah, like-
But I went and played through it anyway. But I was like, wow, this game is actually really good. But I missed out playing with you all, which was a shame.
Yes. To be fair, with Mod Runner, we polished off the content so quickly.
But I also think I was doing... that might have been when I was either in DC or Richmond. So I was off doing... I couldn't play with y'all anyway. So when I got back ready to play with y'all, I was like, yeah, aw. Aw. But I don't think this game's going anywhere.
No, I said maybe R-Factor 2 will replace it for us, but I said I need to... I don't have the
There's
time.
a very complicated UI it's
Yes,
got going
but
on.
hopefully I should just be able to set that up and just say join me, and then we've just got the one set up.
Can we pick a different car?
Something new, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to go to the city track as well?
Could do.
Oh, Shaka, what happened? Did you push a bit too hard on like the penultimate?
I had
corner?
one wipe and I decided to go to pit.
There was a wall coming up, but he wasn't careful.
What? Alright. Car do we want?
So South City Classic. What car would you like, Tad? You get to pick. Go on.
FXR. Duh.
FXR. Okay. I don't have a skin for that one. So hopefully at this point, the guy realises we've all changed cars.
I think you have to spell it out.
I did.
Do we start with the handicap?
Let's not. Just so I can beat Realise, and then we will. I probably won't. To be fair, I think I might have beaten him on that last race if it wasn't for the handicap. Like, he wasn't very far ahead.
Was he?
No.
Oh, you took off quite a bit there.
Yeah.
I thought I would catch up with you in the straights, but you were just going. I was like, oh. Oh.
Has he picked the right car? I can't see him. Yes, he has. And this is on half throttle cut, I think it does. Oh, and it's got turbo. Hear the turbo whistle. Oh my god, the first gear is very short. Oh, someone just rammed side by the looks of it.
Ooh, good brakes.
A very nice car.
Sounds like a spaceship.
Oh,
Not when I screw that up.
That is the gearbox. It has straight cut gears, which give it a larger surface area. The downside is they're very noisy. One day, I'm going to get straight cut gears on my Impreza.
I slowed down Realize a little bit. I'm sure he's very upset.
My plan to get straight cut first to fourth, and a bevel cut fifth. So it's not appallingly bad on motorways.
whoa, victims freeze. AI 6. No,
It
it's
didn't
the
hit you.
higher number.
Oh, here's Kevin Racer. But that's not his real name. This car's a little bit slow around that hairpin, though. Oh! Yeah, he's realised it's caught me up.
He's very fast. He's got all the tuning.
He might just not be as bad at it as we are.
That goes without saying. But
Oh, 13 seconds off by Si. I don't think this car has ABS though.
Oh no, I need to plug my headset in.
do it.
Oh, I'm driving a car. Oh, very bad internet right now.
To be fair, when it says your Oculus headset is low, it's around 20%. Okay, he's only caught up like 3 car lengths in the last lap.
Yeah, it's probably a bit less than 20% because I've ticked the box that says boost clock rates. Oh, it's probably still 20%, isn't it? It's probably just that 20% is not going to last as long as 20%
Yes.
would normally. That's what I mean.
Oh my god, this is close.
Almost got it.
He was 2 or 3 feet away from me, tops, during the chicane. Oh my word!
Oh
that
no,
was
what a
so
time to get a
close.
fucking ping spike.
Whoa!
Lagged out there, Shaka, sorry. If that was scary.
That was scary.
Yeah.
Way more luck than it's supposed to be, but no contact. Oh, everything okay.
Oh no! He bounced. He bounced
like
off
one
the
frame
wall.
a second.
Then just decided just to bounce in front of me. I might have to try and remember to watch this replay back because this has been spectacular jostling with me and realise. But yeah, he hit a wall, bounced off, and I hit him.
Oh, I popped the tire. God damn it.
But at least he didn't get lap tag. Imagine how embarrassing that would have been.
Switch
Who
to
did you
headset.
lap?
This is crap. I might be back in a bit.
Aren't you racing primarily
Very
first against
embarrassing!
yourself?
You did that on purpose.
I did.
And now Oh. you stalled my engine.
I think I may have just broke it. Good grief, that was very, very hairy.
Trying to remember what the start engine button is.
I assume it's broken. I want to say SE, I can't remember. It's one of the buttons on the keyboard.
Reset card? No. Ignition I. That makes sense. Hey!
So this one has a recirc valve, so there's no blow off, but it maintains turbo pressure on gear changes.
That actually killed my engine.
Yeah, I did hit you somewhere north of
Very hard.
150 miles an hour. But as I said, it was on purpose, and I was teasing you. So, does anyone want to put a bet that Realise joined the pits because he's just gone onto the internet and downloaded a setup for his car? Anyone want to take that bet?
Not even a little.
I bet you he beats us by a large margin this time.
We can't really resolve that.
Oh, we can, because we... Oh, shit. I was too busy talking.
Uh,
Don't let him pass, Dad. You let him pass.
yeah,
Wow,
I did. I'm
look
not
at-
that good at this game, yo.
Where does the pit finish? Does anyone know?
Right before that 90+ degree turn.
Okay. Wow, it's long 48 mile an hour, but...
No, it stops right there. At the end of the...
Oh,
Right when it shrinks down, that's the line.
well,
But it's got that stupid turn.
Yeah, I'm going to base whether or not he's downloaded quickly gone and downloaded a tuning setup on his lap time. I am very surprised that there isn't a stock option on the server. I would absolutely tick that. I want this to be about who is the better driver, not about who has spent more time searching for setups. Oh, what was that noise?
Oh, it's all randoms in front of me.
Yeah, you're it. I'm way back here.
Well, I guess if they are regulars, at some point they will stop become randoms. I'm like, requesters.
It's like respawning NPCs. But yeah, honestly, Tad, I would very much recommend the Oculus Quest 2. I really, really would. This game in VR is...
Isn't that the Facebook one, though?
Yeah, if you don't like Facebook, get something else. But there's a reason it's incredibly cheap, and it's really, really good.
Would you recommend making a new account for it, though, even though they say not to?
Why?
Oh.
Well, don't post anti-Semitic stuff on Facebook, and you should be fine.
Oh, I don't even use my Facebook
then
for
why
the most
do you
part.
create a new Facebook account? The people who are complaining are people basically, they've linked their Oculus, their Facebook account, and they've gone on, they've been such a fuck on Facebook, they've been banned. But you don't get banned from Facebook for no reason. You ban because you're a racist fuck, generally.
That's still such a weird thing to need to do. Connect your Facebook to your Oculus account. What?
No, because it's by the same company. But my point is, as long as you're not a racist fuck on Facebook, it doesn't make any difference to you whatsoever. I mean, I've got 2 Facebook accounts, one of which I just use to hook up stuff I don't want my name appearing on. But,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, the Quest 2, it is a fabulous headset, and it is half the price of the G2. And the G2 is a lot better, it is a lot better, but it is double the price.
Still haven't figured out this corner yet.
But slower. Whoa! Internets! Now, can I beat Tad? He is on the wrong side of the road for this corner. And wrong side of the road and too fast.
Yeah, I am awful at corners. Just
I know.
Flat out, across the board. Terrible at these things.
Brake earlier.
No, I need to be on something other than a mouse.
No, honestly. I said, not that I was picking on you, but I did watch Schalke's video.
No, you're right.
And it was great, but every single time you just approached the corner at the wrong speed. Sometimes on the wrong side of the road, which is obviously also bad, but almost always, you were just braking too late. You were trying to squeeze out like an extra
there goes my tire. What the fuck?
10 yards of braking. That was your problem.
Well, I popped the tire again, somehow. Stuff you're not supposed to do at 130 miles per hour. Yeah, my steering's almost gone. Oh, and I missed the pit stop because
the race has
it's
finished.
so... I know, but... I still think this pit lane is absolute madness.
What car are we using?
I was just gonna say the same one again. Tad seems happy.
Right, I've just joined from a different computer.
Ooh.
Which car is it?
FXR. Foxtrot X-Ray Romeo.
You guys stock setup? Mostly, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. People are like, oh, you can't play the game without that. Well... But yeah, I will actually... I need to look it up and see if there is a way to force stock.
I didn't play with stock, lol.
The other thing is, I mean, I remember a chat with an F1 driver, and they're like, "Oh, do you tweak this up and down?" They're like, "No," but like in reality, you don't go, "Oh, I'm going to tweak the tyre pressures up and tie down." It's all worked out mathematically long before the race, the gear ratios and things. You don't mess around with it like you do in a computer game.
You imagine messing with your gears ratio during a race?
No, not during a
What?
race, but you don't go, "Oh, could we put an extra bit of RPM in third?" Like it's all been worked out mathematically long before. But my issue is that people are just basically just looking for an advantage. And as you said, they're all basically all these tryhards here, like, "Oh, stock setup, lol. Oh, it's shit." Well, then I'll do my best to beat you on a shit setup.
I think it's mostly people watching NASCAR, seeing them put the shoes in the suspension and covering up different parts of the radiator intake and all this other stuff they do.
Well, it's been a stock thing of like Gran Turismo for many years. Just that in reality, you just don't really do it. Right, so the chicane is third gear then.
Yes.
So if you guys can just take out the two randoms, then I can just go stock ... when I win.
Oh God, what was that?
Dunno.
Collusion.
But I mean, I would just feel it's a hollow victory. If they win, you just go, "You downloaded the setup, you won." Like this guy's going, he's overtaking me on the straight. Bit wide, Schalke.
Yeah.
You notice none of them offer to share their car setup, of course.
That would make it stock, because then
Well, they
we use
downloaded it from the same place.
Well, no, there are. Oh my God, there are thousands of car setups now. But they can share their setup. There's just a button to press by going share my setup, and we can all download it. So we can all use the same setup as the guy that's that much faster on the straight. As if you really want to try hard, you should have a unique setup per car, per track. Whoa, a little bit tight, a little bit wide.
I guess one could make like a multiplayer game, like in Carrier Command, someone is at the helm and somebody is at tactical. Then you can have a racing game where somebody drives and one is the engineer.
Wasn't that Barotrauma?
Oh, Barotrauma's not a racing game, to be fair.
I mean, it depends on your sub, doesn't it?
Yay, I didn't make it wide.
That's what she said.
Partial victories.
Well, you took that chicane better than I did.
Now I'm a bit close, I can't be this close. At least I shouldn't.
Oh, that was close. But yeah, 6 gear is almost useless in this. Oh, very good. Whoa! Nelly! You pulled basically in front of me and then slammed on. Luckily, I also slammed on. That was an awesome, awesome bit of overtaking and then overtaken. But lucky for you, I braked because you just cut me up and slammed on.
No.
No,
This
no,
game
no.
has an option for sleep every frame.
Oh, for laptops. Sorry for all the love taps though. I thought it said love tops. I'm like, why is somebody upside down?
Come on, transmission. The tires popped. You're not messed up.
But yeah, I can probably source a setup. The problem is, as I said, you want a per track setup. You don't just want a stock one.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, let's go over to the beach level. Forgot the name of it. Same car though.
XR.
Track. Fern Bay Club. There are some really... There's loads of rallycross track. There's also like really long tracks as well. But learning them would be tricksy.
Same car?
Yeah, we'll set the same car. I wonder. I wonder if Dora has. That might be what I heard earlier. I think Dora may have knocked my ginger sweet on the floor.
Oh no.
That's what cats do. Come on, baby Marks. I'm going to remove you from the grid. Oh, there we go. Who's not ready? Izar's not ready.
And Mr. KIG.
No, he's not on the grid, so he doesn't need to be ready. Oh, it's me.
No.
Whoops. I'm looking at all names, and they all look fine.
This map.
This map. Don't fuck up the first corner.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that first gear is crazy short. Especially because it's your first time round the car, the track, Tad. You don't really know how fast it will take that corner. Oh, wow. You knocked a tyre out, which caused me some grief.
That's a bit of contact.
Nobody was having a good time with that.
Except BB Marks, who's off in first.
Some very cheeky rejoining of the road. Ah, bollocks.
Realise balls that one up.
Oh, he just kept going. He forgot there was a turn there. It happens.
No, he braked and then just spun out.
Oh, no. Hey, over here. Over here now. This is my house. Could build a home over here. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Oh, I wonder if it's exclamation mark car. I also need to look at how, because you can do like response scripts and things on the server. I don't know how.
That seems to just say.
You're a spectator.
Right.
If you do /WPB and you're a spectator, it will actually tell you you can't do that because obviously I don't know what car you're in. Must be possible. I can't believe it's not.
Off you go, Shogun.
Reflexes.
Oh, I've spun.
He was right. He's like, this car's slippier than hell on this road.
Oh, that's annoying. I was holding my own in front of him.
No.
Wait, I was second?
Yes, no.
Magic of zero vibes.
Oh, it's discounting the lap.
No, you're fourth.
Yeah, no.
You were
it's just...
you were the second. It had a question mark. You weren't. You were second in the list. You were just the second car to finish the race. You were a lap back.
But I wasn't.
You were a lap. You were the second car to finish the race. Not you finished in second place. Because you were a lap down. Okay, so have you got it sorted now?
No, it's not.
You started the race and you went, oh bollocks, and then just went spectators.
Yeah. Are you restarting?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I still don't have that corner quite right. But I didn't pop a tire. I'm sure he's sitting behind me going, ah, fuck.
Pancake sucks.
Yes, it does. Tad, for fuck's sake, man. Brake more for the... Wow. Now in that case, realised just ran me.
You all were going very slow.
Yes, we were going the right speed for the corner. You were going too fast. We weren't going too slow. Yeah, I can't judge distances or position at all in Pancake. I absolutely can't.
I also can't see past the A pillar because I've only got one eye now.
Wait, you had a lens go out?
No, he's in 2D.
No, I'm in pancake mode. Sorry, I'm in pancake mode. So, and I can't move my head left and right to look around it either. So whatever it's covering, it will cover. So I never realised it was so awful.
Yeah,
until I started playing VR games.
That's why I said. That's why I don't blame Max for ramming me because he didn't know I was there. There are ways you can slightly mitigate it, but the best way is play it VR. By far. Yeah, he's lapping 2 seconds a lap quicker than me. No, 6 seconds in that particular, but I did have to follow people. But yeah, that chicane, Tad, that's a 60-mile-an-hour chicane in this car. Not 100.
I can't get the first turn right anymore. I get the first one right because it starts from a stop. After that, no fucking chance.
Yes, it does surprise me how many people wipe out on the second hairpin, like at Blackwood, the second time they come to that first corner. I do think it's impressive though how, as a human being, I can give a reasonable guess for how steep a corner is before I get to it. You know, within, let's say, plus minus 30 miles an hour. Like, there's no... As XKCD said, next time you're traveling in a car, remind you that you're traveling many times faster than evolution could possibly have prepared you for. I think it's a fascinating skill that humans have got. Except Tad, who apparently has not evolved it yet.
No.
Don't Jaguars and such move quite at car speeds?
Cheetahs sprint at 70, but only for like 100 yards. They don't go for But then they don't do
they're not doing that for a long time.
And they're also doing it in a straight line. There's no 90-degree bends or hairpins. Now, can I take Schalke on the last corner? No.
That's a very important part of time when they're doing that. Very human relevant. It's charging at you.
Yes, the point is they don't need to worry about corning. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's just that it's an ability that scales with speed very well.
I realise I don't know if you're in the stream, but from my point of view, it felt like you rammed me. But obviously, I will have to watch the replay. I think you're in streams. I think you heard me. If you are in stream, bear in mind most of us are running intake restrictions as well, because there is a wildly varying amount of skills here. We're also all stock, rather than getting someone else on the internet to decide how our car should drive. Well, please try not to ram me, because I get thrown around in my chair when I get rammed. Yes, you were in the stream a couple of weeks ago, and you are a lot better than the rest of us, as you can see by your lap time, some 3 seconds faster than anybody else. Like, I've played this a lot, but I'm not very good. Tad hasn't played it a lot, and is perhaps even worse.
Awful. Just awful.
But yeah, a couple of weeks ago, Si, when my headset went flat, I played it in 2D, and I'm like, oh, I can't even... Oh, that's a corner. Where am I on the track? It's just horrible. And as I said, when I get in this car for the first time, I just feel, for about 5 seconds, it just feels like I'm sitting in a real car. And then my brain starts to go, wait a minute, this is a terrible looking car.
Yeah, well, I'm only playing it in Pancake because I can't. I've come off the cloud machine because my ping was all over the place.
Yeah.
And I can't play it. And it's the only way I can play it in VR is on the cloud machine.
It's a shame, because of all the games that could pretty much run on a Quest 2, this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, but then it'd have to support steering wheel somehow.
Yes, it would. Well, Android supports steering wheels, so that shouldn't be a problem. But you have to plug it in.
Does Logitech support it, eh?
Should do. I mean, don't forget, Logitech wheels are very standard. So brake early, Tad, and take this corner nice and slow. You're on the wrong side of the corner. Wrong side of the corner, Tad.
The Quest 2 is based on Android, but it doesn't let you just plug anything into it.
No, but...
They block most stuff. They used to let you plug in a USB-C Ethernet adapter, but they've blocked that now.
Tad!
I was out of control. I had lost control of the vehicle at that point.
Yeah, with your foot flat on the accelerator by the looks of it.
No.
Oh god, I hate this corner! Anyone realise, please don't watch the stream, because then I can't badmouth you. Oh no. Ball set up. Good luck, Schalke.
Who's making weird noises? Stop it.
Yeah. Car goes vroom vroom. It gets hit, and then it doesn't anymore go vroom vroom.
So tomorrow I may not be around for the stream, as I'm going to watch Monster Truck Racing. So I don't know what time I'll be back. So I will let you know, but I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I mean, I could stream the Monster Trucks Racing, I guess. God damn, your lap time, Shaggers. I'm doing something very wrong then.
There's so many different cars that I don't keep track of what's a good time and how much.
I've just got it bound. My best lap's 40.89. You just did a 38, I think. So Tad, don't accelerate till your car's on the track and facing the right direction.
What's very wrong with this car right now?
Yeah, the driver.
Oh, that too.
But yeah, I've just got a macro bound so I can keep an eye on how well everybody else is doing.
I wiped. Now he has to wipe in order for me to have a chance.
That doesn't mean I'm winning with a chance. Ah, you're too far ahead. I can see you.
Alright. Is there a different car we want to try? Because that thing's sliding.
Yeah. Let's do the top left one for the lols. I haven't done that one in ages. I've got the name of it.
UF 1000.
UF 1000. Yeah.
It has a rally version.
It does, but we're not doing the rally version. We're doing the UF one. Oh, do you mean the Rallycross setup?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Victor 7. That's the guy that I outbraked 3 times in a row. It was amazing.
Hard track or with pen intake?
I would stick with defaults on this one. This one has very little power to begin with.
Yes, it does.
And hello, Victor. I don't know if you're on the stream as well. Oh, this one's so slow. Even Tad can keep up with it.
Or I can save it when I take a corner, stupid.
Oh wow, the motion rig hardly moves on this. Like my feet are a little bit numb from the ABS vibrating my pedals. But this, I can barely.
Still flip it.
Well, yes.
All right, so hard track.
The important thing on this head is to take the line well, because it doesn't have enough power to undo your mistakes.
Oh,
but
the number 4.
You also have plenty of time to line yourself up the corner. Wow, this thing is so slow compared to that last car. Though that last car, it's getting to the point where I can't really react fast enough to drive it.
and it's on racing slick, so you're all over the place anyway.
And they're off. Wait, is Victor 7... What? How come he's got no glass or roof?
He's on the rally version. The rally setup.
You can change it. Oh no, Victor! Yeah. Bad Victor!
You don't cut against the outside corner.
No, Victor just pulled into me. I'm afraid, Victor, if you're watching, there was substantial car overlap. You just ploughed around the racing line despite the fact there was a car there. It's bright
Didn't
pink.
seem that me.
Well, I was on the inside of the track and got rammed. I'm not sure what you would like me to have done.
You can ram the outside as the inside one. 02 and no 03 and 04.
No, if there's substantial overlap, absolutely. I was literally outbraking and undertaking him, and he just didn't notice me. Probably in 2D, but definitely not my. And then he hit me. I slowed down, then someone rammed me from behind.
Realizes still blasted away.
So how do you say parameters?
In what, sorry?
So like if you want to have a bind that or a macro that says something but inserts a variable.
I don't know, and I don't know how this game does it. I call that a macro or a variable.
Yeah.
But
you don't know what the
I don't even know if
character is you put around it.
I don't know if it does do it. I would just be very surprised if it didn't. You know, I'm sure it does. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. You know, you can do color codes, so therefore I would assume, you know, there are other codes that it supports. Oh yeah, I've completely messed that up. Completely. Now I do like the road cars for one important reason, and you 2D people won't be able to see it. On the left hand side there's a clock, and that clock's the real world clock.
Oh, I can see it. Oh. But in so looking, I wasn't paying attention to the road.
I only look at it on the straights. I think I definitely prefer the UFR to the UF1 though. This one doesn't have... It should go around corners better than this, I'm sure of it. I'd be pleased if I just beat a 1 minute lap time though. Hey, there we go.
Nice. Nobody plays this car.
Well, I said the difference is here, making a mistake on your racing line will affect you more because you don't have much horsepower to get you down the straights. So you want to make sure you come out the corners going as quickly as you can to make up for that. Whereas in a fast car, you just go up the corner, oh well, plenty of horsepower, so the difference doesn't carry so far down the straight.
You're gaining on me!
Damn right.
I'm losing the first position, so that means I'm going slow.
I took a couple of corners really well that lap. I have to keep looking down at the speed count, the rev counter to see whether or not I should be changing gear.
Like real life?
No, in real life, in the Impreza, it's pretty obvious when you should be changing gear. And if you mess it up in the smart car, it just changes for you, going, yeah, you are changing gear now. I don't care what you think. Oh, you son of a fuck. I'm going faster than you, Schalke. Come on, little car! Come on, little car! Oh my god. Wow. 1/100th of a second apart. Amazing. That might be as... I think that's as close as it can possibly be without being a tie.
Yeah. I do think that at that time I took the zigzag rather than going over the green. And it seemed to work better because you get the car more aligned with the exit direction.
Uh-huh. What car would you like this time? I could do one in the FBM, but I just can't do as many as we did last time. Should we do the FBM?
FBM.
I just can't do many of them in VR because...
Oh. We have done this before. It didn't go well then. It's not gonna go well this time.
I believe in you.
Let's do an FBM race.
Realise, I assume you've played this an awful lot more than I have. I have a question for you. Is it possible in a macro to list my current car? So instead of having to just go, please choose the same car, I can say, please choose FBM, which is what I'm driving. I'm assuming the game supports some sort of macroing or variables or something. Well, at least you're honest.
You didn't know?
Didn't know. I did check my stats earlier, but I've only ever done one qualifying round and I came first. I think it may have been against AI. Oh, damn, this is... I will never get over how scary this car is in VR. It's properly feel. I've driven single-seater open wheels, and this is absolutely how it feels. It's scary, very scary in reality, and right down. If you look on the left, you have the gear lever by your left leg. Not sure what that is by the bottom, by my left there. It's an emergency stop, but yeah, it's properly awesome. I also spun it like 4 times because it started to rain. Wasn't a BMW though, it was an Audi. Uh-oh, sides start to lag out.
Yeah.
What?
You haven't sent me a packet in 11 seconds. Whoa, Tad! That was very early, but well done, I guess. Don't accelerate till you're going straight again.
Whoa. Whoa.
To be fair, Shaka, he is on a mouse, so we got to give him a little bit of...
I guess.
Mouse and pancake. He's American. He has everything against
No,
him.
I'm in the wrong and I'm wiping you out. Sorry.
No! Shoka, no!
No! Oh.
What?
Shaka only didn't ram me because I braked. Tad, on the other hand, did hit me.
I have no idea what spun me out, though.
You accelerated whilst turning. Next question. Something I learned a long time ago. When you're trying to get a car going, you can't accelerate hard; it will just spin. And when you are steering hard, you can't accelerate hard; it will just spin. And if it starts to go wrong, your best bet is just to let off the accelerator, focus very, very hard on the steering, and when the car's settled down, then accelerate again. And I know that's not a very computer game thing to do. I know this, because in a computer game, you just keep your foot on the throttle and hope it all goes alright. But that doesn't work in this.
With aero cars, it can pay to keep the acceleration going.
Not if it's going wrong. But yes, going too slow can lead to you to be quite slidey. That's the only complaint I've got. The wind noise in this should be deafening in a car like this. That was better. Getting the hang of this track a little bit.
Nothing wrong with the track. It's just really tiny.
Yeah, it's me. I have to get the hang of the track. I'm not blaming the track. There you go, half a second off. But when I watch myself back, I'm not coming in all the way to the apex. I'm not going all the way out to the outside curve. I'm barely using 3/4 of the track. And good banter is use all of the track. Or in that case, use more than all of the track.
Yay! Personal best. Still behind number 1. That's no improvement.
To be fair, Shaka, you've only done 5 laps on this car and track ever, so I'm not surprised you got a personal best. We did the BF1 on this before, not the FBM. I can do another one, and then we're going to have to switch out to something less intense.
I don't think I finished a full lap of that.
Oh yeah, we should have everybody finish before we move on.
I think Tad may have been 5 laps behind, so... That's one way of doing... What the fuck, Tad?
What do you mean? I'm looking in my rearview mirror and there's nothing but cars up in and around me.
Yeah, but you started a brake, you were in front of me, then you just swerved into the race line and then braked more. So I hit you, because there wasn't anything else I could do.
That's that again. Nothing to do.
I guess it was technically a blocking manoeuvre and braking at a valid point. So I guess not technically rule breaking. But I can definitely shout inside my helmet. I think that's fair. There you go, Tad just knocked 8 seconds off his best lap. That's much better.
Damn. When you hit the curb, that's it. Jesus.
Yep, don't hit the curb in this car, you know that.
Sleepies.
These curves are a little more aggressive than some of the other tracks.
Nah, Blackwood's definitely worse. I'm not letting you pass, realise. You're going to have to make me let you pass. Oh, yeah, well, that would probably do it, wouldn't it? Yep. Damn it. No. Come on, tyres.
I'm catching on you. Keep doing the tacticals. No, you can't distract him.
Lost it. Clipped the chicane. The chicanes are only dangerous if you're applying power, by the way, because they're slipping. If you're not applying power, chicanes are fine to touch. Sorry, the chicanes, the
Curbs.
curves, yeah, curves.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Reminds me of a phone call I got about 11 o'clock at night once at Codemasters. They were recording the lines in America, and they go, I don't know, I go, what do you call the wibbly bits of tracks? Like, what do you mean? You know, if you've got a tight left hand and a left right hand, I'm like, what? It's chicane? Because you wouldn't call it an S-bend. I'm like, no. Because the guy we were going to record the voiceover refused to call it a chicane. He goes, it's an S-bend. We're like, it's not an S-bend. I mean, it is, but it's a chicane. So they were basically ringing up all of the rest of the audio stuff on Grid, trying to say, can you tell this guy it's a chicane? Don't call it an S-bend. Odd state of affairs when the voice actor's arguing with you about how you should say something, but there we are. believe we did record an American and a British version of all of the damage speech. So fender and bumper and boot, bonnet and hood and trunk.
At least they say tyre the same, even if they spell differently.
Oh, they say twire. That's how they pronounce it in America. We'll change it to twires.
Now.
Yes, I'm afraid I am going to have to switch. I don't want to go to bed feeling sick again because that was horrid. But we did do an awful lot of open wheels. Let's do the XFR. The problem is most of the cars in the top right, they're horrible to drive. They really are. The LX, the RAC, the FZ5, they're all just awful, awful, awful cars. I sound like a porn director. Well, thank you. That's it. Put it all the way in there. Marvellous.
Feed his ego.
What, XFR, yeah?
The two-wheel drive one in the second column. Front-wheel drive one in the second column.
XFR.
XFR. Not the one in the second column, not the one in the third column. The Zephyr, not the Fuxer. That's the one. What the hell do porn directors sound like? Okay, open the door. Right, that's it. Now tell the nice lady you don't have any money for pizza. And action. Oh, wait, he means Schalke. Oh, man. I was like, well, I smell like a porn director. I sound like a porn director, thank you. Why are we not starting?
What are you doing, Step Schalke?
I'm waiting for people to get in cars and accepting the restart.
Wait, there's an Indy car here still.
Well, they'll work that out shortly during the in the first corner. I still really don't get the people that said we've had joining us and then just outright refusing to change to the same car. It just I don't understand. That's how we do it in this server. All right then. And there's the guy going, "Oh, well, you change." Why would we change? Come on, BB Marks. But you realise I'd like to macro that up, saying please choose percent my car percent. FBM is slower. What?
As he's gone.
I mean, that's patently bollocks. It's lighter, has got more horsepower and aero.
I'm in the wrong. I rammed people to wipe. No. I don't even have a sorry macro. That has multiple...
Wow, now that's arrogant, not having a sorry macro.
Or at least one that says, sorry / thank you / 2 scoops of ice cream, please.
I could go for some ice cream.
Well, I mean, he's actually argued that his car isn't faster, and now he's fucked off way quicker than any of the rest of us. Like, I offer this server to randoms as a favour. I don't have to let you fucks in.
Chuck, I think he's talking to us.
Whoa, what happened there?
You both suck.
No, I'd say...
wipe on your own.
Oh, did you hit me? Because I looked and you weren't anywhere near me.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be.
No. But suddenly I just went into a spin. I don't really know why.
So you accelerated whilst turning.
That's a front-wheel. This is a front-wheel drive car. That's fine. That only applies to rear-wheel drive cars. Very hard to oversteer in a front-wheel drive car. Like, impossible. I can do this macro all day, Mark. I don't care.
Oh, he went spectate.
Good.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Is there? There's no road over there.
Touch face.
Are we still running our intake restrictions?
You'll be off the road in a minute.
I guess not.
I think I might be. I don't know.
Might be.
If so,
And I'm doing.
not going to remain in first for long.
Oh, there you are, Tad.
I flipped upside down for a little bit there. It was fine.
Is there some road there?
Corner.
Oh, how about up there? Is there some road there?
Yeah, but I bounced back.
Okay, so why is there stacks of tyres on the road if that's the road?
I've got 4 tyres on the road.
Not in a stack.
This is true. That would be terrible. Oh, drifting.
It's gone and dinged up my rearview mirror.
Wow, that's quite specific car damage.
What did you do? Headbutt it?
No, I've flipped it the same corner twice now. Let's go for 3 of 3.
Or
Nope.
go around the corner slower.
I did that. Ugh. It was awful.
How the fuck are you going so much quicker?
Is that a stack of tyres again, Tad?
Nah. They were looking at me funny. I needed to show them who was boss.
Oi!
Where are you?
Don't you?
Oh,
That
you're
was
right there.
just mean. You knew I was there and you just swung across.
Ah.
But I suppose it was one reasonable blocking manoeuvre. Oh, my internet's behaving now. I wish it was doing this earlier.
I can tell you're back in VR.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. Right, Tad. Tyres coming up in a minute.
Good to know. Appreciate you.
I have that selection of corners just about. Oopsie. Never mind. I have that selection.
Whoa! Marks just came out of the pit lane right in front of me.
I have that selection of corners just about done, but it means I need to start my braking manoeuvre whilst the car is not true to the track. So I start to steer it. So you're back in
Are we
VR.
on or off for the intake restriction?
I'm off because it's mostly for Jay and Max because I don't want to demoralise them. Like Jay just goes, "Oh, I'm not even racing. I'm not even trying." I'm like, "Well, do try."
I mean, I like it when you have the handicap as well, but when I was improving the other day, you were having to make the handicap less and less.
Yes. Whoa, Mark! What the hell?
If you're not used to front-wheel drive, it will get away from you very quickly.
It understeers. You can't lose control on a
Who's
front-wheel drive.
who's not used to? Yeah, who's not used to front-wheel drive? I would have thought most
Americans.
people would have driven a front-wheel drive. Really?
Yeah.
We do have a lot of rear-wheel drives.
What the fuck, Marks? Realise I apologise. I hit my Marks pulled in front of me.
Oh look, Tad, there's those tyres again in the same place every lap.
Yeah, but I got places to be. I'm trying to get around that nonsense.
Now that was interesting. So Izzard technically put Schalke on the grass, but I think Schalke kind of put himself on the grass. I'm not sure who I would have given the blame pole for. I was on the inside. I can't squeeze.
No,
you.
I was squeezing you.
Oh, okay.
I was squeezing you.
I agree.
I just thought I'd say squeeze to acknowledge the fact. I don't know the code name for it. Sorry, I'm not Schalke. C2 squeeze or whatever.
O2 and O3.
I think the rules also said an apology was in order.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fuck off.
Those are the tyres.
I didn't hit him this time.
How is Tad in front? Did Tad learn where the brake pedal is?
No, I got around Mark before all that nonsense.
so I'm just playing catch up.
Yeah.
There you go, you went too fast. So you went too fast, you didn't gain anything, you just lost a lot.
Oh, do you know, when this works, it's beautiful.
But a love nudge?
No, you...
Because that was.
Oh great, I've got no grip.
Whoa! What just happened?
I think that was real. Sorry.
Nice.
And the battle for last place is on.
Race to the bottom. Tyres.
Was that you?
This is not-
Sorry. Here, just get
One
around
of these
me.
days, I'm going to catch
That's
that
Mark.
bloke
I
that
don't care
restacks
about
the tyres. I'm going to spot him. He always does it when no one's looking.
Ted, how did you man? No, I'm not going to ask.
It's not worth finding out either.
Have you thought about changing your brake to maybe the space bar or something? Like a bigger button.
Oh, it's the left mouse button. Or right. It's the right mouse button.
Wait, you're doing all
Accelerate
of
is
the
left.
controls on one hand?
Yeah,
Why would you not have W and S for brake and accelerate?
because W and S.
Why would you not spread the controls out over a number of hands?
He's enjoying it too much. To have
Using
a
his left
logo
hand for something else.
Yeah, this is a one-handed game.
He's
No,
smoking
that's-
a cigarette.
That too, but no. I need the keyboard still for shifting. for
Sorry,
the
did you
beginning
just
of the
say
race.
this is a one-handed game? Because I really don't think it is.
I've got extra buttons on my mouse. I could definitely make this a one-handed game.
It's a one-button game.
Go fast button.
No, I just need a win button.
I could just kick everybody else tabs and then, well, you probably just crash it and roll with
No.
it.
Oh yeah, especially in this car.
Wait.
Now I have hit the tyres.
The worst thing is when the tyres appear, you're like, it's clear, I'll cut the corner, and the tyres go.
Hello.
the
Hello there.
tyres should say "don't cut" on them. Very small.
Yeah, Tad, you were doing so well until you didn't.
Until I remembered that I don't know how to drive. Wait a minute. Wait, my timing wasn't bad though.
No, you did very well on that. You're definitely improving. You just need to learn that when
What?
you're,
I'm in front of the back now,
when
which
you're
is
doing
the whole
well-
point.
When you're doing well, don't get excited and start trying to overdo the corners.
But I need to win harder.
No. One day I should explain to Tad the concept of substantial overlap, but initially I just need to get to use his glance, left and right buttons occasionally. What are you braking there?
I see you back there.
That was like 50 yards from the braking point.
Oh! I've lost everything. What's going on?
There. The two
Game's
people that are
Did you turn
gonna
the
be
engine off?
a problem. I button.
I found mine. I have hit it a few times to turn my car off during the race.
My game's crashed.
It seemed like it would be very good for.
What the fuck, dude? There was not enough room. Wow. Definitely not enough room. Just decided to shove me off.
Yeah. If it's clear enough and there's a confession, then one can try to give back the ill-gotten goods, but that needs pretty clear situation
No, he just tried to overtake me where there wasn't
and not a
enough.
replay analysis weeks after.
No, he just tried to undertake me where there wasn't a gap to undertake me. That's what happened there. Fine, I should get my childish revenge then.
Remember C2?
What's C2?
Drive to win, or don't harass, or like it
Yeah.
forbids crashing into people on purpose.
I wasn't crashing them on purpose, I just parked in an awkward position.
You mean
but they
G3?
But they made it
Never.
past. No, the
Put
thing
me
is...
down on a
C5
magnet.
is for ramming, but C2 is more for actively being malicious and hitmanning people.
No, the thing is, what I wanted was an apology. It was a mistake on his part, but he completely slammed me off and then just fucked off, and I lost all my places. Not smile. Yes, I know you had no room, you fuck. You should have braked, not just tried to muscle past. But you put me out of the race.
Who are you talking to?
Mark. BB marks? 88 marks? I can't even read it. It's blue on blue.
But there was nothing he could do.
There was the left pedal, the brakey pedal, the slow down pedal. It was not an overtaking point. I was in front, I had the line, I took it, and he just barreled through on the inside, squeezed himself out, and just slammed into me. But it put me out, there's just no point. Right, so I shall sit here, sadly. I mean, I'm nice and comfy in my chair though, so I'm good. There he is. No, he isn't.
He's currently upside down.
Well, karma is a bitch. It's okay though, we've got the replays. I'm sure the replay will hold up my my side of the bargain. My side of the story. Yeah, the replays are a surprising, Shaka. I was mentioning about your video quality. When you're not moving the camera...
No, Tad! Just reverse across the road.
When you're... the camera wasn't moving, Shaka. It was of superb quality. When you're exporting the video, are you exporting it as a 2-pass video?
I have not figured that out. I might need to do that, like that I export some raw footage and then encode to like playback format in a different tool than what I'm using for editing.
What are you using for editing? It doesn't matter.
Blender.
Everything will have 2-pass for everything. Like, all it means is it will run through the video twice, essentially. So when stuff moves, it gives it more bitrate. But yeah, give it more bitrate. The final encode, give it more bitrate. Because it looked great. When the camera wasn't moving, the quality was superb. And I'm like, whoa, you fixed it. And then there's a tracking shot and it all just went to macro block shit. Like, whatever you record to disk at, multiply it by 5. And whatever you export at, multiply it by 5. Whatever your bit rates are.
It's doing the annoying, easy to use hiding of the values.
What are you? Yeah, but like if you're choosing, 1080p high def, all you do is just make a copy of that profile and change the bit rate from 2,500 to 25,000. Like I'm sure Blender has it. Blender has been a good video tool for long time. 2 wheels, Tad.
Yeah, no, that's where I keep flipping.
Learn.
So there were tires there?
Yeah, you got me on that one.
It is weird calling you Sai when we have someone else named Sai, but he doesn't play with us anymore, does he?
No. No, I said he got this all set up on his Steam controller and then went, oh, I'm not paying for that. It's like, it does feel
now he just plays Destiny 2.
It does feel a little bit unfair. Like I said, I've had Live for Speed for so many years, and I was like, and it's only when I looked at how many miles I'd driven on the demo version, I'm like, I really, really should buy this.
I guess he's trying to do like game theory in order to try to get to play with us for free.
Yeah, but quite importantly, he then immediately bought the Ascent on the wrong platform, so he couldn't play with us. Plus, he does have quite a good job, so I don't have any sympathy in I'm not paying for this game.
He does have a good job. He works for BMW.
So has he something against good games, though?
No, he just didn't want to pay money for this, because his words were, I'll only play it with you guys. And I'm like, right. Yeah. Like, we do play it for 6 hours a week. I did like the way Max was like, I'm buying a steering wheel, and then started to look at the fan attacks. It's a slippery, slippery slope. After this,
what's your
yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, doesn't matter. Go.
Pat, what's the spec of your gaming PC, roughly?
6700K and 1650.
6700K. What year is it, Marty?
You told me to buy that.
2015, I think.
But when did I tell you to buy that?
When I was still in Korea.
Yeah, no, that's a good
Which was about 2015, yeah.
I think you should get the Quest 2.
I think you should obey the blue flag message on your screen. Thank you.
I need to buy a Steam controller, a VR headset, and controllers.
Yeah.
Because you were saying that one of the headsets was the best, but a different system's hand controls were the best.
Yeah, but forget that. The G2 is honestly
amazing. You can't mix and match, can you?
You can mix and match, but then you're looking at like a $1,600 headset. No, more than that, $1,800.
Wow.
But
because you can't buy the hand controls separate.
You can, but you then have to. They're expensive.
Oh, they're still ridiculously expensive. Okay.
They are. Anyway, if we can do one more, last one, do it in the BF1, just for the lols, and then I will poodle off to bed. As I said, I'm probably not here tomorrow for streaming because I am watching Monster Truck Racing in reality, so that should be exciting. So yeah, you all have fun without me. Not too much fun, I hope.
Yeah, what?
Bottom right, very bottom right. Fastest car in the game. Terrifyingly quick. But yeah, I honestly can't recommend VR enough. I know we don't do enough VR games, but this in VR is just... This feels like a treat. Just sitting in an F1 car that feels this realistic is just... I mean, I have sat in F1 cars, but not ones that I was allowed to drive. It's a very special sort of feeling doing something that very few people in the world will get to do. I was surprised.
Wow, you are low to the ground.
You've no idea. I was very surprised when I drove my Impreza the other day. How much G-force the Impreza can put out sustained. Because my rig can put out a lot of G-force, but not for very long. Whereas the Impreza can put out like a G of turning for the whole corner. So we're not quite there yet. Should we restart? There we go.
It's gonna be awful.
I like Schalke's skin.
Intel? Oh, that's realized.
I bogged down the launch. What happened there?
I think I did too.
Whoa!
Weird.
I'm ramming.
No, Schalke rammed me. I rammed you.
Start again then.
Yeah, let's restart. That all went a bit wrong.
Oh no! I'm getting a freebie restart.
We're restarting
Yay.
Shaka because you messed up.
Yeah. I'm getting rewarded for ramming people.
No, you're not.
You ruined everything.
Yes, we all hate you. So there you go. Yeah, I was so close. I wasn't dangerously close, Si, but basically I was so close to you that Shaka just hit me into you and you just sort of careered off.
I don't care who started it.
Shaka
Just
started
don't do it again.
No,
no!
Ah!
Did you start?
Yes, because
Well.
you jumped the lights. So I'm like, oh shit.
Well, you're not supposed to be looking at me. You're supposed to be looking at the light.
I know I'm supposed to be looking at the fucking lights. Come on, let's manage. You know, let's manage a race start in the first corner. Now I stare at the virtual lights on the right hand side, and then out of the corner of my eye, you went forwards, and my brain went, oh shit, I must
Trust the lights.
I must have.
Trust the lights.
I'm just gonna. Oh, I did that thing. I just tried to put my hand in front of my face to cover up your car. That doesn't work. If I close my left eye.
Yeah. This is why VR horror games are so good.
God.
Jesus, Tad!
Whoa!
What? You rammed that.
Tad braked much earlier than I was could possibly have expected him to.
It's very easy to lose control of this vehicle, and I don't want to do it.
Front car has freedom to take corners, whatever they choose.
Yes, but he braked so early that would be tantamount to brake checking. Like, genuinely, I was not expecting him to brake that early. Come on, come on.
But you're always telling him to brake earlier.
True, but I wasn't expecting it. Yes.
So I'm getting all these.
No, Tad!
messages.
I was too close to anticipate his braking maneuver, yes. I
Told you not to reverse onto the track.
Well, I'm straight into the wall. There's only one place I can reverse.
It's when you do it. That's the point. You got to do it when it's clear.
I tell you what, though, this car, when I brake, it slams the motion rig all the way forwards. I can hear it hitting its limits.
Oh, nearly stacked it then.
This car is ridiculous.
It really is.
I've noticed one thing when I lose it a bit, not spin out, but sort of go slightly sideways, and then I should check. So have a look over my shoulder, but actually I'm just terrified to even turn my head. I totally could, but I just don't want to take my eyes off the road, which is a problem.
Yes.
Because I should.
Oh, come on. I've spent about 40 seconds trying to get back on the track. Oh, sorry, realised. There we go.
I had to realize for being such a good sport.
Putting up with that slot. Tires.
You seeing that shit, Pego?
Sideways!
Why is it always you and me?
You know why.
Because I can't get right, and you're just always in the worst possible spot. With how fast this thing shifts up, I think I'm in one of my other cars that I've blown the transmission on.
Yeah, it's also it accelerates the way a child makes a noise, like accelerating.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Time Falcon.
I don't even think my bike accelerates this quickly.
Nice. Exciting to get around.
What I'm here for.
On R Factor, I believe that your pit driver will warn you when there's someone on your left and your right. I believe there is actually a visual and textual warning. Awesome. Well, that is
We
just
didn't
like
do
the
any
end.
rallycross.
Sorry?
We didn't do any rallycross.
No, it's too hard. And it makes it feel a bit
It is
queasy, but
difficult.
I can get around it, I think. But yeah, it's so much harder than track racing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason we don't play Dirt 2 on the stream. That's because none of you are good enough to play it, myself included.
But if everybody is equally bad, won't that balance it out?
This is true. Anyway, that will be the last race of the evening. I've done like 4 laps since the end of the race, and I've lots of second off my best laps. That's cool. So I don't know whether I'll be back tomorrow. It depends what time I get back from the Monster Trucks. But if not, then Tuesday we're playing whatever it is we play on Tuesday. I think it's Carrot Command 2. Oh, this is a good
Be
lap.
awesome, whatever it is.
It's going to be a good lap. It's going to be a good lap. Oh, wasn't a good lap. Oh, yes it was.
Yeah, it was a good lap.
And yes, thank you to Realise for putting up with our amateurish driving. We are all terrible at this game in differing amounts. And thank you.
But we've got the spirit.
We've got the touch. We've got the back. This car has that. So I've got a handbrake, but the car doesn't have a handbrake. So I pull the handbrake lever, nothing happens.
Oh.
Right, I'm going to go to admonish my cat for throwing my motion sickness sweets on the floor. And goodbye, stream.
Yeah.